Wait.
All right, we live, baby.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We live, baby. How y'all doing? How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing
This your
amazing.
show.
Doing
Introduce us.
amazing. I'm doing amazing. We just here. We cash out Kathy. We talking about just life in general, life after today. You know, right now we got this quarantine going on, and some people are just not making it. They not living. But I'm still living. The light's still on over here. What about you, Mr. Clay?
You see me? I'm getting all dolled up. Ain't no salon stopping me. So we still living.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's all about living, all about enjoying life. So, let's just chat about, what are you doing today that's gonna affect your tomorrow?
Wow. 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 You know what? That's a real great conversation. And I don't know if you was directly asking me, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out. What I've been doing today. So thinking. thinking about my tomorrow, not just, taking things for granted because we're at a standstill in life. We're at a point where it's like we don't know what the next move might be. Our water might be cut off, so to say. Our lights might be cut off in the city. Anything can happen. So it's time, like, just resetting, thinking about our finances, doing the things that's finding myself. Like, okay, I like to go garden. Hey, I'm doing some gardening. I like to lounge, or I'm lounging. Not too much of doing what the world is doing. I found a way to get out of that. Thank you to this quarantine.
Yeah, yeah, but okay, so but what's giving you the ability to be able to do that? Because some people don't have that option simply because they lost their income. They don't have a plan B. So what's giving you the ability to be able to just sit back and reflect and just simply know who you are and who you want to be and that time that you get to spend with your family?
Um, Truthfully, being able to open up when I ask God for a blessing, I ask God for a prayer, and when I'm praying about things, I'm being able to stop, look, and listen, be able to be like, yo, it was a door called Gano Excel that opened up to me. It was simply somebody shared a cup of coffee with me, and from that coffee being shared with me, I understand being free of my time. I understand, like, it's not. I don't have to go slave for somebody else. I don't have to be in a position of, damn, my income is gonna stop because no, leveraging, leveraging, leveraging my time, leveraging other people's time, and not so much of me saying I'm using you. No, we helping each other, working towards the common goal. And that's why I'm not worried about it, because I know we've been prepared, we've been planning, we've been working behind the scenes, on the scenes, working towards building a digital coffee space. Now we moving towards the digital world, and by us in this digital space, everybody is like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. But Amway started in 1930. Make America great means just that, like, make America great. That's when America was great, back in the Tulsa. Everybody, let's have a moment, man. Do you mind if I give a educational factor? Okay, so 1920 through 1927. Oh, he here? Oh, okay. He got his mask on. He ready for the quarantine too. Player, how you doing? Pastor, so happy. I'm gonna have to give you your tip 1 second. Boy, you know. Look at this. He done came here with his suit on. Get your tip, please. Yeah, tissue is key. Man, what? That's vitamins and minerals. Thank you. Everything is taken care of.
Put this on.
You didn't like my tissue? You don't like my tissue tip? You don't like my tissue tip? That's gonna take you a long way. Oh, I gotta sign something. Can you take care of that, please? He didn't like my tissue tip. He a cold piece. He folded it up and put it in his pocket. That's how you do it. So I apologize about that, guys. My family is time for dinner, but we 1920 to 1927, or a little bit longer, there was the place in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Black Wall Street. And what Black Wall Street did, they had life. I mean, when I say life, these people had tailored suits, airplanes, limousines, businesses. It was all type of, hey guys, hey. It was all type of different black businesses, different black things. And they was bombed. They had some type of things go take place, just like with J. Edgar Hoover with the Black Panther. So if you know your history, you know what I'm talking about. After that was when the Great Depression took place, right around the 1930s. And from the 1930s, Amway was the company that came in the place of network marketing. People was like, yo, we'll do anything. We'll do anything for work. We'll do anything for work. No. Los Angeles County, they rent was $50 a month. Right now in Los Angeles County, you'll get a 1-bedroom for like $1,500. So these people, this group of people was making $500,000 a month. Some of them, like in a collective space, doing network marketing, while everybody else was trying to figure out how they could get a job, or they would just settle for anything. Now look at us in the same place, same position. What we've been doing, building a digital space.
Wow. So with this digital space, does it give you the capability to do it from anywhere, or is that why?
Anywhere, because it's digital. Just you order your food online. All the commercials is telling us, hey, we still open. You just got to do it online. You can pay your bills online. We've been preparing for robots and stuff like that to take over the warehouse jobs. We've been preparing for robots to take over, and we've been saying that you could go to McDonald's even before the quarantine happened and self-serve yourself.
Yeah, did you see that on Facebook the other day? Somebody posted where there was a robot cop.
A robot cop? You know what? I have a video of a robot cop. Like when I went to LA, remember, I went to LA, I was walking around at the Union Station. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was around like October or November, and I was posting, and it was just police. It was a robot cop. And that thing walked up to me, and I was walking up to it, recording. So yes, it's pictures of I don't know if it's true or not, so I'm not gonna say like, oh, there's robots in McDonald's and it's doing the fries and stuff, but I've seen pictures of that type of stuff. We've been prepared for this. We've been knowing. It's just most people is just at the point where they're like, no, it's not happening. Oh, that's not for real. Oh, it's just a movie. Oh, it's not gonna happen to me. It can't happen to me, but it's happening to us.
Right. So with that being said, what are your thoughts about what's going on right now with the current economy?
With the economy, we're gonna be okay. It's gonna come back, but as of right now, we need to be open as a unit and learn about Bitcoins, learn about digital trades, we have a digital coffee shop, right? And it's a subscription, but how does that work? By it being digital, we reaching people on the Facebook, we reaching people on YouTube. We don't even have to leave our house. So yes, it's time for education on what the digital. It's more than just playing phone games. It's more than just Instagram, Facebook. It's the world outside of. If you don't know how to make money from your phone, then you're gonna not have money at all.
Wow. So what you're telling me is that in today's day and age, we talked about these kids, these millennials. They talk about they don't want to work, they don't want to do things the old-fashioned way. But if we, the dinosaurs, don't wake up, we're gonna be left behind and not able to make money uh in tomorrow's economy?
One big one, duck two pencils.
Whoa, yes, ma'am. That's deep because I had just told my son I was told that the dinosaurs is dying, and I'm like, what? The dinosaurs been dead. But yes, if the Flintstones never went to the Jetsons never went to the Flintstones, but the Flintstones did go meet the Jetsons, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah,
And that's crazy. It's it's sad, it's funny, it's a lot of different things, but our people perish for lack of knowledge. And most of the time we're so caught up in a position where we want to be scammed. We want to have the story of telling people, hey, don't fuck with them, or hey, this person, man, they gonna do this, they did this, they did that, because it makes us feel good or it validates who we are as a person. But it don't have to be that. It don't have to be that. Like, too many people is saying the same thing. Too many people is doing the same thing as far as our Gano mission. And if we be technical, all we said is build your immune system, correct? Build your
yes,
immune
sir.
system. Build your immune system. The news is telling you to wash your hands. The news is telling you to buy new tissue, water, and face masks. I just gave a piece of delivery man a sheet of tissue, and he balled it up, well, folded it up nice and neat, and put it in his pocket. Tissue is gold.
Yep.
So
Yep. It definitely is. But you know, the biggest thing is what people fail to realize is that, you know, if you can't put anything in your system, you won't be able to use that tissue, right? So while we all on this frenzy and went out and brought up all this tissue, people were just hoarding it. And they fail to realize that it's more to life than just being able to wipe your behind. It's more to life than just being able to use hand sanitizer. And there's so many different things out there that uh has bacteria fighting capabilities like Algano soap. So I didn't even worry about buying any hand sanitizer. And like you say, you know, just simply washing your hands. That's taught to people in preschool, kindergarten. You know, you taught that at home. You know, it starts cleanliness is next to godliness, and just understanding that it's important that we keep ourselves clean, and being able to clean ourselves don't necessarily have to be with that um that hand sanitizer that I got out there. That's really not really even cleaning your hands, just drying your doggone hands out, opening your pores, and making you more receptive to the germs that are out there. So, you know, it's just amazing to me that people are just so uneducated and don't realize what they're doing to their body. But here with Gano Excel and our amazing products, we have a healthy alternative to what people are doing.
oh, that is so funny that you just said all of that about the germs. I was watching CNN last night or MSNBC last night, and as I was watching it, they was talking about, dude, we're having a war on germs, and the germs is kicking our butt. Like,
But the thing is though, the germs are kicking our butt, but our body already has a natural immune system, and if your immune system is at its best, it already wards off the foreign matters that are we putting into the system, the air, our bodies. So it automatically does that. But when we allow other things to take over and um, affect our immune system simply by putting foreign matter into our body before we even encounter the germs. Now these germs are known to our body, so it's harder for us to fight it off.
yes, ma'am. That is, man, that is so crazy. But we finna make it real simple. We gonna keep it simple, stupid. That's Davey talk, right? So what this is, I'm gonna show everybody how easy it is to protect your immune system with a couple of Ganoderma instant classic coffee. This is I was told our Rolls Royce. You can drive it however you like it. So I'm gonna get this classic. Look at 6 to 8 ounces of water.
Wow.
Oh, and guys, You can get you a pure water filter. Look, get you a pure. Yeah, I'm a real person. You see my dishes in the sink?
Hey,
Hold
we,
on.
we, we in quarantine. You got to eat, huh?
No, cleaning off, gotta clean. This is the perfect time to clean your house. So you see, everybody that's complaining, oh, we got a Keurig, we got a Keurig. I got a Keurig filter, pour my water in there. 1 cup. Press it. Okay, it's on. After that, press to start. It's that simple. Whenever my water comes out. Okay, water's coming out. So let me show you. So you see, this is a Keurig, 1 cup. It's dripping out. Boom, right? That's water. That's not me doing it. There it is. No, on the table. Yeah, on the table. No, they was a chef.
So what are you doing right now?
I'm building my immune system with a cup of Ganoderma lucidum. Showing them my cup of hope, how it really works.
Oh, so brewed up 2 cups is in business, huh?
Why wouldn't we? We've been a digital coffee shop. Hey, the High Desert Royal team. We've been letting y'all know we've been out here, man. Y'all my mother, because I know to the right. I mean, whatever side y'all looking at, but to my left, I've been told by people that this is my mama, and because we share so much of this coffee and be like, oh yeah, your mom, and they not taking no full answer. So my mama right there, Mama Cash Out. You dig it? We really out here in this high desert, and man, everybody knows about this coffee. And guess what? Y'all can't leave. Starbucks is talking about we gonna start letting y'all just come through the drive-through. Those lines is gonna be hella long for a couple pesticides, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, we ain't got no pesticides.
But them lines are gonna be long, but they ain't getting no money back. Do you get paid to share here?
Oh, watch this. Let me show y'all. This is like a cash register. Ching 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 ching. Lock the cash box. You see that? That's this the coffee that pays. Just like that. Just like that. A real cup of hope, because hey, I've been having burning in my body, but guess what? I'm still happy. It is what it is. So we get paid 11 different ways. And deeper than that, it's coffee. Who don't drink coffee? I never heard about Ganoderma. I've never even known that you could sell coffee on this level. I went to go work at McDonald's. I went to go work at Jack in the Box. I went to go work at Starbucks. We didn't even have Dunkin' Donuts when I was growing up. Like, we only knew about Dunkin' Donuts from when we went to the store. That wasn't no California thing. So none of these places gave me a job to sell coffee, and Mr. Liao Sing Song want us all to sell, not even sell, he want us to share this goodness and enjoy wealth in the midst of it. Like, people been telling me I ain't been taking this coronavirus serious. I've been too relaxed. Like, I've been in a hammock, I've been chilling, and it's because I know this coffee pays, this coffee is secure, this coffee is my little niece is like, man, I don't care what I do. If I got to be locked in a box, as long as I got my coffee, I could go make me some money to buy me some tissue. I could go, and it's like, we having fun.
And it's crazy. It's crazy you say that, right? Because I was at Walmart the other day, and there was all this panic, and people in there trying to buy up everything and just simply not thinking of the next person. But I'm standing there as I'm waiting for my husband to come with the cart, and I'm like, you know, I'm at peace. And one of the workers there, I guess she was getting ready to leave, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, could I get some of what you have?" She's like, "Because you just look like you are not bothered, unstressed about what's going on right now, and all these people are in a panic." And I was like, first of all, I have I have faith, and God's gonna bring me through this, so I'm not even worried about that. And I have my Ganoderma lucidum infused products that has simply given me my life back, given me the ability to boost my immune system and come off of 13 different medications that was just toxifying my body and breaking it down and just causing other symptoms to come. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And I know it's serious, but seriously, if you are a coffee drinker, if you drink hot chocolate, if you wash your face, if you brush your teeth, if you take natural supplements, why not do a healthy alternative to what you're currently doing and get paid to do it?
Deeper than that, because yes, we gonna get paid, but it ain't even about the money. You said you offer 13 medicine, and me personally, if I didn't have Ganoderma, I would be on some medication. I'll be on some psych meds. I'll be on some pain meds because I'm accepting it. Like I got fibromyalgia as well, and it's not like it's going away. I'll be hurting, but I'm able to being prepared. I ask God to prepare me. Like, God, can you prepare me for what I'm going to go through and the doors be open for us, guys. You spoke on everybody saying is rushing out to be clean and all of this. Cleanliness is next to godliness. My daughter said cleanliness isn't even a word, and I said she ain't godly. That was my answer. And now this is showing everybody ain't really as godly as they seem to be or as they supposed to be. We're in a time where the beast is on the earth. The beast is here.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about it. We can't run away from it. We can't prepare for it no more. The slaughter is happening in front of our eyes. Millions and millions of people is finna die from lack of knowledge. People is really running to the death pit, and it's like, whoa, why?
Why is exactly what you said, lack of knowledge. And the biggest way to get anybody to do anything that they don't want to do is, put fear in them. Put fear in them. And right now they got a fear of the unknown, and if this virus is basically gonna end all mankind as it is today.
You know what, man? I would like to accept that. I really would. But it's not even fear of the unknown because my age bracket, we grew up in this digital space. We knew that this was taking place and we just chose to ignore. And we choose like, hey, no, it's not real. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Man, everybody was saying, oh, Trump is this, Trump is bad, but Trump is going to give out some money. And everybody like, hey, when do I get mine? So
Yeah,
it's
but $1,200, like you said, it's like a $1,500 just to pay your rent to live in LA, right? So even up here in the high desert, the rent is ridiculous. What is $1,200 going to do for somebody? So in reality, it's just putting a band-aid on something that is about to erupt. This economy is about to go tank up again. And if you're not prepared, if you're not ready for it, you will suffer the consequences. And it's but so many times you could push your bills to the next month. It's but so many times you can push. And what happens if they say, okay, they're going to give you that relief as far as not being able to pay your mortgage, not being able to pay your rent, and even the light companies, the gas companies are saying, they're not going to come out and they're not going to turn off your electricity, and they're not going to turn off your gas. But what happens when this is all over and them bills are $4,000 or $5,000? How are you going to get out that hole? $1,200 ain't going to do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're older and you ain't got no kids.
So
let's not put a band-aid on the situation. Let's
not put a band-aid on a gunshot wound.
Let's develop a plan B.
Yes, I had put out an video where I said the repo man was on a mission and the rent center want they dishes. I was just playing. I was just playing. But soon as I left that day, I seen repo in 3 different areas, and I seen them with 2 cars. So they ain't caring about, oh, we ain't got no job. The bank want their money. Yes. The insurance company want their money. So it's a game. Digital currency is where it's at, guys. Find a way to protect not even protect, because it's not even about protecting anymore. It's about preserving. We passed the protection. We know we have to do something. Preserve what you worked for. We didn't move out of our parents' house to just have to move back into there or move worse. We wanted all these things as a kid. Oh, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna get a Lambo, I'm gonna be rich, this, that. We ain't putting no effort into doing it. We don't even know what it takes. I read an article today about Rob Gronkowski. He's a football player. If you don't know who he is, he played for the New England Patriots. This man had a 4-year contract, and he got $54 million for this 4 years. He still have every dollar of that $54 million.
Wow.
And I asked my son, I said, son, do you know who that is? He said, yeah. He used to play football, but he don't play football no more. He's a TV person. I'm like, whoa, I don't even know who this dude is. I know he played football, but that's about it. The way he did it was he got endorsements. He learned how to make that money grow he put his money into generations. He learned how to make the money work for itself. So the money from his endorsements, he put 60% of it up towards making more things work as an endorsement or a strand of income, a form of lucrative residual income.
Oh my gosh, man! This lockdown thing is too much. It's too much. I need to put a padlock on my door so they just can't walk in here and scare the hell out of me by whispering, and I look up and somebody standing in the doorway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun sight. But so we got to learn something. I don't even know if we got to learn something, because it's not even about learning. The information is there. The people that want it, it's time for us to move on. Like if they want to be left at the wayside, that's on them. We can't be sitting back waiting. We can't. It's a whole new world. So either you gonna get rolled on or you gonna do the riding. And I ain't trying to get rolled over. Like, there's tanks in Los Angeles County. I thought people was playing about that. My auntie sent me a video, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I ignored it. But this morning, or last night on the news, they said the tanks is rolling through Los Angeles County. Guys, do y'all know what that means? They ain't here to play with us. If they tell you we can't go out the house, we can't go out the house. But I told y'all the repo was on a mission. Rent Center is gonna come and snatch. They know you home. You can't. So
you can't leave. That's not funny. That's not funny.
When I moved to the desert, I all of the things that I did, it came back to haunt me. Finally, I got, like, it was my reset for me to live my life and become a better person. And I gained the felony of the things that I've done from the past. And at this moment, when that night that I was arrested, the police told me, dude, I know the purge is coming. The police officer told me that. He's like, I know the purge is coming. But you personally, you created to where we just gonna have GTA 5. Now, what's taking place?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to the place where, hold on.
Somebody hitting you up on this.
Mom,
They know you,
I'm
they know you
I'm on a
home.
live. I'll call you right back.
They know you home. They see you.
I'll call you back.
Oh my gosh. They see you.
Hello?
Yes, they see you. They know you live.
I can't hear you.
I said they see you. They know you live.
Man, hold on.
I think we lost Mr. Anthony Clay. He was trying to answer his phone. Let me see. Let me see. Get him back on here. He on here chopping it up, talking about what tomorrow is gonna be like, and simply if you got a plan B. Do you have a plan B? I know I do. All right, Mr. Clay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me get right here. It's getting dark. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of biased about the whole situation. Like, we've been preparing and we've been telling them and we've been stressing to our friends and our family. We've been showing y'all that we love y'all and we care about y'all. And me personally, I know I have a lot of time on my hands, so I sit back and I do a lot of research on what Organoderma has to offer for us. I tag our team members tag us. It's not like just y'all think we scamming or scheming. No, we have the courage. You said fear. Fear is the biggest killer and the biggest stiller of all dreams. Like, fear is the devil. But so if we know that, if we get past that devil within, what do we have? Heaven on earth. Why will we wait till we die to go experience a possible reset and go to hell? Because you lived hell your whole eternity while you was here. And instead of really seeking out and going to do the things that we know we're supposed to be doing. Why, yes, Jay-Z was laughed at when he was selling CDs out of his trunk, I'm sure. Oh, Dirty Bastard. His name is Oh Dirty Bastard. And when he came in with that, in his name and his whole demeanor of style, like, nobody really took him serious. Nobody really took Dirty serious, right? But how do we know them? While watching them on TV, they did something that nobody was willing to do. They was able to step out their comfort zone. They was able to go through the laugh and the ridicule. This is not funny. It's not fun. It's not easy to let people know, or when people be like, "Oh, you the coffee man?" Yeah, what's wrong with that? You drinking coffee while you're telling me you don't drink coffee. Like, we going through this stressing right now when everybody is still getting coffee. Like,
yeah,
people still
drinking it. They still drinking
it more.
Yep.
So for $50, 2 20s and a 10, a funky 50, you gonna get, check this out. You'll be marked safe from the coronavirus because A, it's gonna be delivered to your door. B, we gonna be doing a noble deed because we still keeping people employed as they're going, the person that's delivering it to you. Letter C, which is you got the option to, hey, you know what? This coffee was good. You sharing it with your family. You might not, your mama might be having her blood pressure going up right now. Your daddy might be on whatever because he's stressing, trying to do what men do, take care of the household. They didn't shut down his plant, shut down his job. He don't know what's happening. The unemployment is shut down. Okay, right? Now everybody is mellowed out. The kids can drink the hot cocoa. They running around. I know y'all like, oh, go to school. We just gonna drop y'all off. They bored. They doing it opens them up to the creativity. My daughter's been drawing all day. But like when we came on the segment, y'all seen my daughter was combing my other hair. Like she had me looking like Ariel.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my God.
So it's truthfully, it's time for us to like, even us, it's us. That's us. We just gotta leave them behind. We gotta show them like, if y'all want to be an end user, this is the end result. While we over here making Ganoderma creams or making Ganoderma topicals, you guys is just learning what Ganoderma does. Not our problem.
Right.
Somebody, a representative, my Cup of Hope representative will be here to help you. Did you drink it? That's
Yep, that's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta understand that it's more to life than just going through the motions and allowing us just to be on the receiving end of the product. You know, it's all about being on both sides of the spectrum. And
it is. It really is.
but with this plan B, it gives us the ability to earn a residual income. It's not just about a one-time thing. And simply by enjoying the products that we use on an everyday basis, we're able to do that.
If we keep doing the same things we've been doing, we gonna get the same result.
Right.
I know what my end result gonna be. You know what your end result gonna be? I know what my end result gonna be with you. We gonna be in Malaysia. We gonna be on these islands. You gonna buy that what was that, a Maybach?
Yep, that Maybach.
See, and they got the Maybach wagon, the Maybach G wagon. So we could be Maybaching it together. It's available for us now. It's really available. Like when I was I remember when I was at church, I was like 18, 19, and it had to be 18 because I graduated in 06. That's when the first situation like this took place where all the jobs started to come in. They was building. Guys, most of y'all is my age, and we finished school in the 2000s, and we saw all the buildings here in California that was being built. All these businesses was coming in quick, and then like they would be up, and within 6 months, either they abort the mission, abort the program, and then it never finish, or we'll see a different location there. Circuit City was right there. Circuit City went like fast. General Discount went fast. A Taco Bell. I remember me and my wife went to Taco Bell on a Tuesday, and on Thursday we went back. That Taco Bell was closed down.
Wow.
So we going through the same thing, and we have a alternative edge that's gonna keep us in a safe, not just financially safe. Like, man, there's so many safes, like emotionally safe, mentally safe, physically safe, COVID-19 safe. Like, but it's not. We can't be mad, Miss Smith. Honestly, I'll be liking me. I try to be mad at people because they don't receive this Ganoderma, but it's a spiritual thing. The Japanese name of Ganoderma is Shanti, and Shanti is God's gift. If we already see these people as in next to godliness because they have to go out and sanitize now. Like we at the end of the world, end of a world. So you gonna speak?
Are they Kathy?
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
She
Yep.
ran away.
It's lockdown. It's lockdown for real, and you know that's but the beautiful thing about it is that you be able to spend time with your family, something that some people aren't able to do. And it's sad that it takes something like this for us to really realize that tomorrow's not promised, and if we don't develop a plan B by simply learning to experience life as a whole in a different perspective, and understand that this virtual living may be the future, and until we're able to cleanse our earth.
Oh, you want them to see this?
Welcome, living to Excel, Gano Excel.
Whoa, that's deep. This might be the new norm. And if we don't adapt to the new norm, it's really finna be a video game. But do we get a reset?
Do we get a reset? Yeah, we get a reset, and I think this is our reset right now. And really,
this is a reset right now.
Hi, Ivy. Why don't you join us?
Hi, Miss Jefferson.
I did it.
I'm gonna try to get Ivy to join us. Hold on.
Whoa, this is our reset, guys. So it's every man for himself now. What we gonna do? And it ain't even about every man for itself. It's really we gonna be a unit. Like they taught us all these songs in school. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. We gotta be a brothership. We gotta be brother and sister. We can't be hating on the next man. We can't be worried about our rims. We gotta be out here playing. Fellas, do y'all know how to hunt?
Hey, Ivy, join us on the live.
Yeah, Miss Ivy, tell us about your road trip.
Yeah, because she wasn't scared. She was out there. She was still sharing, and she back here in California right now, and
Yes.
And she's still sharing.
Yes, still share. Miss Ivy, congratulations, ma'am. You're a true definition of what a leader is all about. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate you. Wow, ma'am. Miss Kathy.
She said she on the road. She about to drive. Everybody's addicted.
Yes. It is an addiction. Wow.
But a healthy addiction.
What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? This is it, man. This is the dawn of this is what we've been preparing for. Like, go to Google and go to YouTube. Go watch the Flintstones meet the Jetsons. This is that time right now. Come on, dinosaurs. It ain't gonna be the T-Rexes. Listen, if you can't use your arms to wipe your butt with that tissue, it's just worthless, right? We gotta space out. We gotta get to the. Whoa, man. We in the lead right now, guys, because don't nobody know about this untapped market we have. Gano Excel been around for 25 years with the purest Ganoderma, with the purest. Come straight from the manufacturer, not nothing that they stepped on here in America, not nothing that they cut, not nothing that they say is Ganoderma with no synthetics. This is the real deal. A mycologist. Do you know what a mycologist do? Study mushrooms as a science. So a mycologist took this for 30, what was it, 38, 34, 30, between 30 and 38 years. A perfectionist, and it's only been in America for 25. So he took the time, not just, oh, I learned this, I planted this seed and it grew. Let me see. No, he took his time. Miss Smith said she was off 13 medication. Where they do that at? For a pair of bobos.
Here in America.
Where they do that at? They said we gotta take. Hey, that's crazy. You off the medicine. And the medicine tells us that that's gonna make us take more medicine. If you got diarrhea or bleeding of the eyes, if you have dookie stains coming out your left nostril, don't worry. And we'd be like, Oh, wait a second. Y'all heard about that new, you heard about that new Cialis? You heard about that new Viagra? Girl, I might have to go try that. But we telling you, Dr. Sebi, y'all was like, oh, Dr. Sebi, we got to do it for Dr. Sebi. We got to go on this plant-based diet. We got it. God tells us to use the herbs of the earth, not to be doing all this medicine, and use what the earth gives us, because the earth is pure and we from the earth. So why wouldn't we go back to what we're supposed to do? We in a reset. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. This is the reset. If you don't take it, then what happens? It ain't gonna be another one for maybe another 1,000 of years.
885.
My daughter said it's gonna take place in the next 885 years. We only gonna live 150. That's what I'm claiming. The Chinese is living to 150 off of this Sconoderma. Oh, don't worry, we have great supplements, because not everybody drink coffee, but we do have tea. And if you make the tea very cold, oh my gosh, you're gonna have a great morning. If you drink it while it's hot, oh my gosh, you're gonna have a great night. And then,
Oh, wow.
We drink it in. When it's warm, it's gonna have a good afternoon.
if you just, hey, we at home with our significant others, we at home with our spouses, we can't get to our side booze like we want to. Enjoy it, make the best of it. They got this thing called Talk. Ma'am, do you mind if I talk about that Talk ad right now?
Hey, that's what it's all about. We sharing. Sharing is caring.
Okay, so fellas, if you want your lady to be special with you and treat you nice, give her some of this Tongue Cat on Ice. It's a beautiful thing. It's a libido enhancer for men and women, right? But check this out. It controls their attitude. If they be tripping out, they want to argue, they want to fight. Hey, baby, don't trip. I love you, boo. Don't. Here, drink some of this Tongue Cat. Guess what happens? She gonna mellow out. You gonna see it in her face. I seen it yesterday. I shared it with a lady. She mellowed out. Shoulders went limp. She went down. Then she just went to telling me all her problems. Went to just opening up. So now what? You got to play your part. You just be like, all right, boo, I'm sorry that happened. Well, but be sincere. Don't just be a jerk about it. And guess what? Fireworks, buddy. Go to the bedroom if you make it that far. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And fellas, if you lacking where you packing, you might be you might need to get you some of that Tongue Cat. Like, ooh, no
All
more
right.
rhinos.
All right, Mr. Clay. Yeah.
No
But-
more rhinos, okay?
But to be all totally honest, it's not just a natural veto for the men, it's also a natural veto for the women as well. But it's so much more. It's giving me the ability to do the simple things that people take for granted. It's control my fibromyalgia, my arthritis, and as well as my hay fever, my IBS, my migraines. It's mitigated my symptoms and allowed me to become off of 13 different medications and simply to be able to stop existing and enjoy life. So, it does so much more than just that lover's coffee that so many people are bragging about. But I guess that does bring a punch to that Tongue Cat, because a lot of people want to bring back that spice in their relationships, or have a spicy steamy relationship when it's just beginning. So definitely can do both.
And you know what, fellas? I was lying to y'all. Like, I was telling y'all the good stuff first because I didn't want to run you away. It's gonna open up your mind to where sex ain't even an option. Like, you gonna be like, wait a second. You know what? I do got a project I need to go complete. You know what? I do got this. And you're going to be able to think the ability. That was the first coffee I drank. And then when I say the first coffee I drank, man, I didn't just be like, oh, honey, let's go get it in. No. I had clarity of thought. I went from, man, we finna burn these blunts real quick to, you know what? I'm cool. I don't even need this. I'm good. Let's go do something else. Let me go Let me go wash these dishes, or let me go finish what I finished. So it's gonna give you that energy that you need when you work out, when you sleep. Because I sleep bomb off of that time cat. Like not even on no bullshit. Like I'll be having restless leg syndrome when I get in the bed. My legs be all wanting to just keep running and running and running. But drinking that time cat, I go right to sleep. So yeah, we told you that spicy. That's the extras, the health benefits. To be able to run, to be able to walk and not be winded, to open up your respiratory just from drinking some coffee. Like the hot cocoa, it eases your mind if you having those days where you kind of stress, or man, that hot cocoa, it actually does some magical things. Like me personally, I sleep on the cocoa because it's too rich. It tastes just like you're eating a Hershey, and I don't like Hershey's. I like Snickers with almonds. But yeah, it tastes like you eating a Hershey. So me, I was like, oh, whatever. But it helps with swelling more than anything. Like it eases your mind. You gonna sleep good. It takes away the stress. It's documented to help the autism rate repair its own mind. So that means it's fixing your chromosomes and your DNA. Then those cordyceps, ooh wee. First time I took them cordyceps, I felt like a smoker. I felt like Ezel when he stole those boxes. Like that's the truth. So guys, we can't tell y'all nothing, man. We can't tell y'all no lies. And everybody been, our complaint that we've been getting the most is we don't have time to watch these videos. We don't have time to get on these calls. We don't have time. We don't have time. We can't do it right now because we're at work. A lot of us isn't at work. And a lot of us won't be going back to work. That's the real reality. That's the harsh reality, but that's the truth. Robot police is on the street, correct?
Robots police, yeah. Some places the National Guard is out. So so it's a different way of life. Deontay Craig, why don't you join us on the live?
Please, Mr. Craig, hop on this live. It's a whole new lifestyle. So it's like the farmer that plants his seeds. We're planting seeds, and everybody has been planting seeds. Some of the seeds we plant ain't gonna be fertile. Some of the seeds we plant, they ain't gonna even make it to the land. Some of them is gonna land in roses, and they gonna grow, but we ain't gonna go in there and get them because the little patch that grew, that's available for us to focus on. That's what we gonna do. Paul. he on his mocha though, so you know he on his mocha. But
that cough comes out dry.
That's not coronavirus. That's merovirus. we real people around here.
Oh wow.
Hey, that lets you know we ain't scamming. You heard my father-in-law over there. That wasn't coronavirus.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he drank that mocha. So it's all about enjoying life and knowing what life is all about and experiencing it. And here, I'm simply able to enjoy life and experience a better life by simply learning what you put in your system can potentially change your tomorrow. and give you a healthy alternative to what you're currently doing already. So why not? Why not? How many people drink coffee? How many people you know drink coffee? Before I was introduced to Ganoderma Lucidum coffee, I wasn't a coffee drinker. If I drank 5 cups a year, it was way too many. But now I'll drink a cup a day for the rest of my life simply because of the health benefits that it gives me to live a better life and not just exist, and to be able to share that and help others to do the same. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have this in my life, and to be able to just, if Gano Excel didn't pay me a dime, I'd still be raving about this coffee simply because of what it's done for me and so many others.
Um, without going too deep into it, man. On a financial level, would you share them how? Because you was a postal lady, right?
Yeah, I did that for a hot second.
And that was the cool, like, for that hot second, because me too, that's how I could relate to this conversation. That's why I moved to the high desert to finish my mailman career.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
so happy it didn't happen, but
Yeah, after retiring from the military, I took 3 months off. After my pay stopped,
3 months.
yeah, I was able to take 3 months off. I actually retired. My retirement ceremony was in July 2015. I got paid up until from the military on the 1st and the 15th up until October 31st, and then I was officially retired and part of the one paycheck a month club come November, but I didn't get that November check until December because they are a month behind. And I had got my first paycheck, which is the end of the month from the October 31st. So, you know, uh, so from the December, January, and I went to work in February, and I went for an interview January, and I actually started working in February, and I did that for until April. And then in April, I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. This ain't for me. You know, when you are going to work, and then you just simply gotta you simply gotta to pop pills just to make it to the next day, because you're in so much pain, and there's no bathrooms on the route. So if you're a delivery driver, it ain't like you can stop, and in the high desert it's royal. So you out here, and the bathrooms are few and far between. So I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't able to take care of myself. I wasn't even able to do the things that was healthy for me. So I started to go back into that military life where working from sun up to sundown, and simply not having enough time for my family. And my grandkids was out to visit when they lived in Louisiana, and then I went to Louisiana to take my grandson back to celebrate his first birthday. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not coming back. So I called my regular, because I was what they call the reserve postal worker. So I was only one supposed to really work 1 to 2 days a week, but that 1 to 2 days a week turned into 6 days a week. And I was like, no, I don't think so. So I I went on vacation that turned into a permanent vacation, and I don't miss it. One of the workers was like, well, it's good money. Yeah, granted, it was good money, but that saying, all money ain't good money.
Ma'am, you are so correct. That was the same thing with me. I hated that job, but to take care of my family, I was willing to finish my career. So, from the time that you went from the post office to the time that you went on that you caught that eye disease, couldn't see yourself coming. I can't see me coming back here. How long was it before you found Gano, and how?
Um, Actually, after I left the post office in April, I pretty much was, flopping around, just still just enjoying myself in my retirement because, I simply got a job just to fill that void, you know. And when I came back, we was doing a lot of traveling, but then I got into a car accident in June of 2016, and my life as it was came to a screeching halt. And I understood really what the fibromyalgia was, because when you're not able to do the simple things or move around or stay active, the fibromyalgia actually consumed my body. So for 9 months, I suffered. Um, just going to therapy, physical therapy. They were giving me steroid shots in my back. I was back to taking the medication, not as a as needed basis, but on a daily basis. And I would go to therapy and go to church on Sunday and go to Bible study on Wednesday, and that was the extent of my life. You know, people would call me and say, "Hey, can you come help out or whatever?" If I was able to do it, depending on how much pain I was in. And it got to the point where I simply, to put my clothes on, I was in excruciating pain. To sit down, lay down, um, drive 15 minutes up the road was a task. And I just wasn't living. I was existing. So this happened for about 9 months. And then the pastor in January of 2017, he says in service, and he was like, a lot of times we ask God for things that we want, but when do we take time to ask God what's his purpose for us? And I truly believe that Gano Excel and its products and the ability to just give people that simple things that they're already using infused with a healthy alternative is, the answer. Because I sat back and I prayed about it, and a couple of different things were shown to me. One was 5 links, and then the other one was a Ganoderma company. And I started with the Ganoderma coffee. And when I say the results were instantaneous, I went into a coffee break limping, and I came out and I wasn't limping. But then I was like, it may not be the coffee; it just may be in my head. Just the spiritual presence that was there that night. So I was like, I was still a little, a non-believer. So after day 3, um, the next day after starting the coffee, I still took my medicine, and then after day 3 of being on the coffee, uh, I didn't take any more medicine after that, and my pain started to really alleviate. I was feeling a whole lot better, and then day 7 came, and I ran out of coffee. So people ask me, what is this? What is the side effects? The side effects is simply, if I stop using it, I go back to feeling the way that I was, and the fibro, the arthritis, the other ailments that I had that you know had engulfed my body from just being um, broken from the military after being in 25 years. Simply, I revert back to that. But since going on a Ganoderma lucidum with Gano Excel 2 years ago, I haven't taken any pain medication. Um, haven't really taken anything up, but maybe some over-the-counter Claritin when allergy seasons get really bad. And but with the Ganoderma lucida capsules, and as well as the Tunkali and the other coffees and products that we have, because I've experienced them all, I've used them all, and I could tell you what each one of them does for me, because I can't make any medical claims that is going to do exactly what is done for me as is done as it can do for you. But at the end of the day, why not try something that you're already doing, but a healthy alternative? So with this, God gave me an answer. I said, I sat down, I prayed about it, I asked God, I said, if it's meant for me to hurt, just make it bearable. If it's meant for me to, um, if it's something out there that could show me, that could help me and help others, and then I could make an income, to supplement my retirement income, show it to me. And I have my health, and I'm establishing my wealth, not just for me, but for generations. Because the reality is, and even for people with 401ks, retirements from the military or whatever, what happens when you leave this earth? Does your retirement continue on to the next person in your family? Um, a lot of times that answer is no.
What
So
is that called?
that what is what called?
When your money, when you pass on and your money goes to your grandkids and their grandkids.
That's called residual income, but a generational wealth. So a lot of people are out here and they try to live like the Joneses and what's right now, trying to get the latest pair of Jordans, trying to get the latest thing, a nice car or whatever, but don't have two nickels to rub together. But I'm not trying to live like nobody. I don't want to be somebody else, but I definitely want to create a financial legacy for my family. And if I'm going to emulate anybody, I'm going to be like the Rockefellers. Their children's children will never have to go work for anyone simply because of what they did years ago. And every day that you go to work, that I go to work, that everybody else goes to work here in America, we're paying their salary. And I no longer want to be the 95, well, the 99%, because that margin is getting smaller and smaller as we speak. And the 1% of the population, everybody's working for them. I don't want to be that. So I don't want my children or their children to have to experience that. If they choose to go out there and get a job, and just if something that they enjoy doing, then that's fine. But I want to give them an option where, you know, if they continue to do the things that we're doing, we're showing them a better way to work smarter, not harder. Because there's definitely a way out there to change your life and to be able to enjoy life and not just simply sell your time for money.
Agreed. Agreed. So, um, you stated that you want to live your life like the Rockefellers. I totally understand that. But for the simple minds, we ain't talking about the dynasty. We ain't talking about Jay-Z, Benny Siegel, and all of the, it's more of like the Walmart family for the generations that understand that don't understand this conversation. The Sam Walton, the Walmart family grandkids will never, ever, 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 ever have to go out there and get those baskets. They will never, ever, 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 ever have to stop somebody from stealing out of their grandfather's store. That's what she's talking about. Transferable income. You said some magical things, ma'am. You said the first thing that really stood out is you prayed, and being able to not just say, oh, I prayed and I'm waiting. You prayed and you took action. And when you took action, you was able to walk through the door of Ganoderma. This Ganoderma saved your life in so many different assets, because you you said you retired from the military. So for you being a military person, military personnel, you had to do over 20 years. So you already did that sacrifice from your family to be at the post office. Man, they treated us, they reserved us all right. Because if you worked how I worked, it was a 6-12, 6 days, 12 hours. Then you go home and go to sleep and be right back in there, to the point where people had families at this post office, and you knew more about the people that you was working with than the people at your own home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's the crazy thing, and that's the normacy for people, and that's you know even being in the military, it's like you got your family, but you spend so much time with other people's families that some of them become your family, and you know more about what's going on in their household than you know about what's going on in your household, because you spend so much time together. And vice versa, they know more about what's going on in your household, or or not even that. just being at work, that work mentality becomes your household because you're constantly there. You're always there. If you spend a majority part of your day, you're there. So it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, but we do. Hey, give me 1 sec. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna be right back.
Hey, you know what? I was sitting here trying to be like, it's a business. We all at home, but yes, ma'am, I got you. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, let me tell you something about Miss Cash Out. She's selfless. She goes out her way to help us. I mean, when I say goes out her way to help us, she goes out of her way. When I first met her, her and her husband, they gave me and my wife $400 worth of product. No question asked. They didn't know us. They didn't benefit us. It don't go nothing that me and this brewed up two cups mission. It does go to benefit what Miss Smith and her household does. So what is that? That's love, man. She genuinely care. Like it be times where I know she be hurting. I know it. I see it because I go through the same pain that she go through, and I didn't understand these pains of burning nerves. Man, I'm 31 years old, so I'll be taking life for granted. But she be out there with us, front line every time. Never complain. Never be like, yo, whatever. And that's very rare. That's very rare that we get a person that comes in and help us and don't expect anything but greater from what we doing. Guys, there she go. She a real
Yeah,
team player.
yeah, sorry about that. You know, these kids is pretty darn active. I probably need to get them some hot chocolate right about now.
Mocha Shouty. There we go. Gotta be the mocha.
Hey, Mr. Mason, go ahead and hop on.
Mr. Mason, amazing leader, man. You do some phenomenal things. And that Funky 50, when you hit it up in the morning, that'd be fire. Like you just take your time now, especially now you know there's 100% and you all pizzazz with it. Keep it up, sir. We appreciate you. Like we
Yep,
appreciate you.
yep. It's all about teamwork, make the dream work. But yeah, we out here, we promoting, and we're still in business. Like Mr. Pa said, the lights are still on simply because we have the ability to work from home, work from anywhere, and simply not even have to work. Because what are we doing? We just sharing uh, something that you're doing on an everyday basis, giving you the ability to develop your plan B by simply enjoying products that you use on an everyday basis. So why not get paid to do it? So
We lying. This ain't even no plan B no more because this is the future. This is where we have to be. It's not no, well, maybe it's either you riding or you getting this is like the fifth element.
I was talking to my brother the other day. He was like, "Yeah." I said, "You got to develop your plan B." He said, "No, you need to develop your plan A, B, C, D, all 26 letters in the alphabet." So
Yeah, yes, pretty much because everything that we've been taught up until this point, it no longer matters because we don't know what's gonna happen. Like we ain't even in a government shutdown. We in a in a worldwide lockdown. Like, how does that work? We ain't never experienced this. We don't know what's taking place, and it's germs. That's really germs, bacteria, and weakened immune systems. That's about to take us out, and we didn't even get to go out and live our life like because of fear. But everybody is so godly. Everybody is fear is of the devil. We know that. We spirit out all this hate, and this is what's coming back on us. We've been hating. Oh, we hate this person. Oh, you think you better than God? We have it. We have it. We have an open platform for Funky 50. For a Funky 50, I don't wear no Bobos. I like Vans, and we paid $50 for Vans. We paid $50 to go to the movies. We paid $50 on leisure and luxury, but we don't even live in a luxury state. Like, come on now. We got 2020 Jaguars parked under a carport in a low income apartment. Where you mind at? Where you mind at?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Mason? Welcome.
How you doing, Mr. Mason? You know, like people was buying Balenciaga and they living in their mama's basement.
You know, but that's the sad reality. The sad reality. People want to live like the Joneses. People want to live. They ain't giving them no. They ain't giving them no plan B. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just reaping the benefits of you going out there and purchasing their products, being that end user. Stop it. Stop being that end user.
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes, sir.
You got a very interesting career, and you've been around a lot of celebrities, a lot of stars. Do you actually see, like, even before that, have you ever seen a picture of Michael Jordan wearing his shoes?
Have I seen a picture of him wearing his shoes? Yeah, he used to wear them every game. He used to wear a different pair every game. A brand new pair every game.
Yeah, while he's playing on the court, he's wearing his shoes. However, when he's sitting on the sideline, when he was coaching, when he's doing other interviews, he's not wearing those shoes.
No, it's about business. No, never.
But we breaking our neck to go buy a family pack. A family pack of Jordans costs rent.
That's 500 and change, depending on how many family members you got.
Wow.
Depending on how many family members you got, that's 500 and change easy.
Okay, just me and my wife is $450 for a pair of J's. We got 3 kids. We can't be busting out the J's, and they got on Thomas the Trains. So my son wear the same size as his mama. That's a grown pair of shoes. That's 150, 180 easy. That's 360. Mine is 220. We have 580.
Oh, you trying to be tapped out?
Let me ask you this.
You trying to spend $1,000.
How much did that put in your pocket?
How much did that put in my pocket?
What you think?
That took away from my pocket, and I gotta go pay the credit card bill. And we didn't juggled over some bills.
Wow. Hey, but here with Gano Excel, if you put that $50 to that $1,000 on that credit card, you get paid to pay it off. You get paid to pay it off.
Right.
$50 in, you talk to this man at the bottom, this lady to the left, they gonna show you how $50 could turn into easily, what? Like $1,500. Oh, then you could go buy those J's off of $50. Look. In a week time, they gonna show you how one box of coffee can take you to get multiple boxes of coffee off of $50.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not buying no J's. I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my life, and I know plenty of people that do. But if I turn that 50 into 15,000 or 20,000, I'm gonna go buy some stock in J's.
Hell yeah!
Buying those J's.
Yeah.
Some crypto.
So every time they go shop to get some J's, I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah, heck yeah, especially in back to school time. Those Nike stocks be out the door.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's crazy you said that. I own the shoe business. and I only wore one pair of Jordans out of those that whole time I did that for 5 years. I've never bought no Jordans for myself. I just sold them Jordan's crazy, but I don't like them. I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And then $100 for some shoes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, I was Jordan crazy. I had Jordans. I had Jordans lined up.
My wife did too.
I'm
When
not
I
gonna lie
met her,
about that.
it was ridiculous.
I love the way
Yeah,
they fit that good
I
tennis shoes.
had expensive shoes,
So-
but I just wasn't wearing nobody else's name on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't paying somebody else for their endorsements because like you said, with that football player, I bet you Jordan probably never spent none of his money either because he made most of his money off endorsements. And why you buying those Air Jordans? $42 billion.
Endorsement.
His endorsement. That wasn't his pay from the
$42 billion in endorsement. What?
between Wheaties, Nike, and all the rest of the endorsements that he had. Yes.
Whoa. 42 billion dollars, and he made millions in basketball. Yeah, I don't think he touched any of that basketball money either. Damn, gotcha.
Well, smart business. I don't say gotcha. It's just something he did to further him and his family. That's what he did. What we have to do is figure out what we're going to do to further us and our family, which is the Funky 50 with Gano Excel. So, hey, it is what it is. He made money for his family, his legacy. That's why he's everywhere. We got to make money for our family and our legacy. That's why we want to be everywhere. So be it. He made his money good for him, good for his family. We got to make our legacy. We got to make our.
You right, Mr. Mason, because it's our time right now. So for us, it is gotcha. Y'all waited. We in a digital space. They're talking away. They're taking everything. All the stores is saying we're open, but only online.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't even know what you're getting. You know, it's bad enough when I go into a fast food restaurant and when we were able to go inside and actually see what they were serving us. Now you got to call or go online and order or go through the drive-thru. So you simply don't know if their food is fresh, how long it's been sitting there because of this shutdown. So it could be sitting there for 4 or 5 hours before they even serve it. And then now you eating it. That's a no.
Whoa.
So when I drove up to Panda Express the other day and I went to go inside and then I saw the sign and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just go ahead and drive off. And there's nobody in the parking lot. You know, when you go through the drive-thru and you see constant cars going through in the parking lot as well as going through the drive-thru, so you know that it has to be some kind of people are buying the food. So it's got to be semi-fresh, right? You know, because people are buying it. But when there's nobody in the parking lot, and I'm not going through nobody's drive-thru. I'm sorry.
Oh man, coronavirus is getting real.
You need to stop signing like Cardi B. Cut it out.
Hey man, my kids love that girl, so it's.
I know. She's a good person. She's not a bitch. She was good.
Whoa. Dang, that's deep. That is deep. Like, I be joking around, and I didn't even let that come across my mind. Like, damn, y'all food. I don't eat out too much, so I'm okay with that. I like vegetables. Remember, yeah. But even then, because the vegetables been huge at the store for some reason, like lately, it's just, and everybody is just like, oh, okay, they grabbing this stuff. But as I'm looking, it's like, wait, nobody is noticing how big this cabbage is. Nobody is noticing how big these cucumbers and tomatoes. Like yesterday, I was at the grocery store. This lady put 3 oranges in a bag, and the bag bust out the bottom. Then a dude, he put 2 or 4 tomatoes inside of a bag, and those bags those tomatoes fell out, and it was just like,
Even that's
what's
nice.
going on? This cantaloupe, one cantaloupe was 2.5 pounds.
Do you need it now?
Okay.
Wow.
But
Yep. Yep. But that's the
we
world we
can.
live in. That's the world we live in, and it's a sad reality when people, leave all the healthy stuff on the shelf, but then what are we really getting? Is it really healthy? Because organic from where? What do they put in it before? Is it grown from pesticide-free seeds? 9 times out of 10 is a no. It might have been grown from that first batch and it was pesticides in it, and then after that they didn't spray it anymore, but it's still in there because it doesn't go anywhere. Those hormones to get them to grow bigger. So it's a sad reality of the world that we live in. You need to grow it faster. It needs to be bigger to feed the people, but we also need to be aware of what we put into our bodies, the contaminants. That's why, our young women don't look like, our young girls don't look like young girls. They look like young women. And, it's sad reality because of the hormones that
And
we're putting into food.
yeah, yes, ma'am. I did not mean to cut you off, but that is the reason why our young women, our young girls look like young women, and our young boys look like young women too.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. Yep.
That's the young boys. Look
And
like
then,
young women.
woo, those hormone levels is off the chain. And
Yeah.
they need some of this Ganoderma to regulate that though.
yes.
And the
However, ma'am, we can't. People can't get this Ganoderma no more. Like, it's not available because their spirit isn't clean. You said you prayed for this and it came. I said I prayed for this and it came. I always hear Mr. Mason say he was praying over his mother and it came to him. So they gotta pray for it. They gotta pray for it.
Well, it's more than just praying for it. There's more to it. It's actually when the opportunity is presented to you, whatever it is, whatever you're praying for, you got to have the open mind to actually follow through and walk through that door when that door is open for you. And a lot of people try to say that they pray, but they, faith without works is dead. It's dead. So you got to be willing to put in the work to meet that spiritual plateau. It's all about developing your one-on-one with whoever. And I'm not telling anybody to believe in who I believe in and do what I do. But in the same token, whatever works for you, but I know why I'm here and the ability that God has given me to get my life back and to help others do the same by just simply making that decision to allow him into my life.
Yes, ma'am. Me too. Man.
Reggie, you driving with your window open?
No, I got the light on so y'all can see me on the doggone visor. Because I turned it off, I'm kind of dark.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, you are. You are. But
Y'all have to probably be some light too.
that's
I
stating
just
obvious.
wanted to shed a little light on the subject. Me.
Oh, you want some light on the subject? So yeah, so basically what we're
Yeah, I'm a
talking
little
about here is just what are we gonna do to develop our tomorrow? Because what's the reality? So life beyond today. So me and Mr. Clay been chopping it up, talking about it. So what's your views on life after today, Mr. Mason?
Well, see, I'm a total firm believer in what we have on the table as far as our Ganoderma lucidum. And I'm listening. I mean, I got a reality check today. I was walking around. I did my exercise this morning, worked out at the park, and literally, everybody's in. Well, I'm not going to say panic mode, but everybody's concerned about what's going on right now. They don't see what. How do I say it? They don't see what we what we see.
You
They
crazy
just don't.
too.
They don't. They're living right now for this instant. Oh, I gotta protect myself. Oh, I gotta. Okay, which you do. Okay, I understand that, but they don't have 200 phytonutrients. They don't have the 150 antioxidants that we have in the Gardnerella Lucerne. I'm literally not worried about catching this. I'm not. I'm gonna be very honest with you. And real talk, I believe I had it in November for about maybe 3-4 days. Doubled up on the product. Took my garlic every four hours, and it was gone. So that's just proof that and I had all the symptoms of what they got, and it was gone in a week. So I'm not mitigating saying that we cure anything, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So my proof for my going forward from today, I'm building my business. Funky, I just got off the phone with Deontay Craig. I'm helping him build his business, helping him get his too. I'm talking to Lorinda, that's on my team. I'm helping her get her too. I'm talking to Maite, which is my Spanish, and Chris Salazar. I'm helping them get they too and solidify and start building. Because right here you can build a future. Right here you can build what you, if you want to make 20 grand a month, you can make 20 grand a month. Go get it. You don't have to wait. All you have to do is bring two to the table and help your people duplicate that system. So right now I'm all about the Funky 50 and what we have going on. That's what I'm about, what we have going on. Taking care of my kids. I'm down here. The reason I'm not down here and I'm not up there with you, Cat, because I'm down there seeing my babies. But this is it. I'm home, and once I get to the house, I'm building. I'm on the phone. I'm making phone calls. I'm following up. That's what I'm doing. I have enough names and numbers. And guess what? If I don't have enough names and numbers to follow up with what, I go out, prospect, give me 10 numbers. Know how to do that. I'm not waiting for nobody. This has to be done. This has to get done.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I say. I want to build a business. I want to build something extraordinary. I want to build something special. I'm not waiting. So that's where I'm at with it.
And that's what it's about. It's about, being able to have the opportunity to do something different than the traditional. And, here you have it. We're still in business. We're still doing it from on the road, comforts of our home. No matter where you are, we're able to change our life with a funky $50, 220s, and a 10. Join the team. We cash out Kathy, Team BIQ. You join us at https://usganoexcel.com. Cash out with the Funky 50. Get your questions answered and simply change your life today with 220s and a 10.
Right.
So, it's all about having a vision. It's all about seeing something different and developing a plan B. But like Mr. Clay said, we need more than just that plan B. But we got to start somewhere. We got to build a foundation. We got to build something solid. And by following a simple system, saving ourselves time, energy, and money, we're able to do that with this Funky 50 and give people the opportunity to change their life. Give the opportunity to change their life by just simply changing their brand, and get paid to do it.
What if it does work?
What if it does work? The proof is in the pudding. Did you go check your mailbox?
Really?
Man, what if
Show
it
got
does
mine
work?
today.
Yeah.
Show got mine today.
What's the best way to start your Saturday?
It's
Checking the mail.
mailbox money.
Man,
Yeah.
So it's life changing, guys. It's life changing. It's all about being able to do something, regardless of whether you're out there and you're pushing or not. You start with simply two, and show them how to duplicate the system. And by doing that, and it's not even, I got a lot of people talk about, well, I just can't sell. I'm not a salesman. Neither am I. I did 25 years in the military. Me and customer service, man. If you talk to the sellers that I've led And when they first came, my customer service skills was yeah, that was something that had to be learned. And as I got further up in the chain of command, I had to learn to be more approachable because definitely don't be coming to me with no bull crap, telling me what you can't do and what you're not gonna do. What you're gonna do is follow the system that's in place.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
part, that part right there.
So, follow the system, did that for 25 years and simply came out here and learned that I just didn't want to keep living somebody else's dreams, living somebody else's reality. Because while I'm thankful to have spent that time in the military and to meet the people that I've met and had the experiences that I had, I miss so much with my family. I miss so much with my friends that was outside, and while the ones that were important, the ones that was relevant and meant to be in my life for a lifetime, they're still there regardless of where I was or how long I was gone, how long we haven't spoken. But here, I get the ability to meet some amazing people, and I get the ability to change people's lives by simply introducing them to a healthy alternative to what they're currently doing,
Right.
and the ability for them to get paid to develop their plan B, to simply stop selling their time for money and allowing someone else to live their dream, their reality, you know, just being just over broke. But now people are not just over broke, they ain't got no job. They are broke.
Right.
Pulling out too soon. 401ks and investments and retirements, like you get a penalty for that. Mr. Mason, you was a you my man. I heard about you and your financial endeavors. So you know exactly what I'm talking about with this rule of 72 and how people and what I'm talking about when people pull out
Mhm.
on their 401 that they receive a penalty on top of a penalty like 15% or more, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they go in deep and mess up on a lot of things. People panicking. That was one of the things we did in Primerica was set people up on set their financial house up and set it up right so they can prosper. So when they're done paying their term insurance, they'll have investments in order to so they don't have to renew a policy at 70 something right before they hit 80, 60, 70 something years old. So their insurance premiums is through the roof. You're not supposed to have insurance for the rest of your life. It's not
No.
made for that. But every day, these insurance companies will come out there and sell you bull crap. Well, guess what? Primerica is a crusade against the insurance industry. That
Yeah.
Primerica is not an insurance company. It's a
Oh,
crusade against the insurance industry. And that's what I learned about Primerica. That's what I was taught. That's what I was raised up on. I know Primerica backwards and forwards, forth and back. It was my home. I love the Primerica. Still do. I got a bunch of millionaire friends that's in Primerica. It's just the way it is. But I fit in the health and wellness. I'm a gym rat. I like the gym. I'm a sports person. I love bowling. I'm not a person that wants to sit at home and do financial reports and or go do a presentation at somebody's house about finances. I want to go share a cup of coffee and say, "Hey, let's go build a business sharing a cup of coffee." That's what I want to
yeah.
do. I want to be at the bowling alley, share a cup of coffee here, share this, taste this, taste this, taste this, and everybody come back to me next week talk about, oh, that coffee was phenomenal. How can I get some more? Hey, come to me.
Yes. You know what? That's
Build a business
crazy that
that
you
way.
speak of that, Mr. Mason. My little cousin drank that Tonkat one night and he went to the casino and hit for 2,500 and he didn't believe it because I had did a coffee break. At first he had drank the classic and he told me like, yo, I feel out of this world. And then you just said like people gonna go bowling with you. I know they be bowling at a miraculous rate or doing different things, and so of course they gonna come back. Like guys, we don't really understand the value of people that we come in contact with because we be caught up in ego. This man right here, he knows this Gano business inside and out. He helps us. He does so much, but he's in the shadows. Like he don't say nothing. He's humble as hell. Like humble as fuck. Like serious. And then with Miss Smith, ladies, come on now.
She set the foundation. If she could run with the big dogs in a male-dominated arena for 25 years and come out on top, to where she's in this space where it's women. When we go to our corporate facility in Chino, we go through that diamond hall. There's 24 diamonds on the wall. 18 of them is women. None of them speak American language, but she is going to be the first one on that wall that speaks American because she understands the system in place. She understands how to crunch, how to get there, what to do, and when to do it. Like military.
Yep.
Military. And she's making it so easy for the women to just piggyback and come on and dominate, because she couldn't do that in the military. She couldn't just go and tell these dudes to shut the hell up, or you know what? Nah, y'all ain't treating us right. Y'all, we ain't gonna do this. I'm pretty sure she'd have been passed up with great ranking because she was a woman.
Not the drill sergeant. She ain't gonna get passed up like that. She a fighter. If you know anything about my sis Cat, she a fighter, man. She'll knock down, drag out with you. She ain't gonna lay down for nothing.
Let me tell you something. No matter what, no man, no woman can dictate what's meant for me. Only one person can, and
you and God.
So whatever God has for me, nobody can take it from me. So with that being said, I never deterred from who I was. I never allowed someone to tell me something that wasn't ethical to do it because, I simply wanted to advance. So if it wasn't right, I wasn't doing it. And that's the code of conduct. It's all about character, because once people lose that faith in you and can't trust you, you know what I'm saying? So it's character is not by just doing what the system tells you to do. Sometimes you got to buck the system. So could I buck the system too much? Yeah, I probably did at times, but then you learn to pick your battles. But definitely when it came to people's lives and making sure that they were doing the right thing and they had the proper qualifications to do their job, that's when I bucked the system, and I didn't allow anybody to tell me simply do it because we need numbers. So, and it doesn't matter if it was a male-dominated world or a female-dominated. I'm not going to allow anybody to tell me to do something that I know is not ethically right.
Boom. So, ladies, you get to mirror this woman right here. She's setting the foundation from fellas. We get to be around women like this. So, in return, she got some friends. They gonna have some friends. They gonna have some money. It's a win-win. For $50, you get all of this with a subscription of coffee. This man taught you about a quick lesson in why you need to have life insurance, because we see so many funds, so many GoFundMe, so many Cash Apps, and don't let them play you. Don't fall out on your retirement. It's all of this. It's a $50 subscription to what? Health and wellness. It's deeper than just we get connections. You get to learn something. 2 20s and a 10.
20s and a 10, 2 20s and a 10. Simply change your life, change your brand. Change your brand, change your life with 2 20s and a 10. Here at Gano Excel with Team Boss I Quit. Simple system. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Time, energy, and money. That's what it's all about.
Crazy. Save you, change your brand. Starbucks don't pay me to drink those caramel frappes, and I used to love those things.
Oh, McDonald's either. The McFrappes, wow, was those, man, I used to kill them. And I didn't even like coffee. But I know this one thing, I was running to the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Running to the toilet. My stomach was jacked up. Jacked up.
I don't know how y'all can do it. I drove a truck for 30 years and could not stand coffee. I could not.
No. Don't get me wrong. But the caramel frappes that they had at McDonald's, I used to love them. you know,
Yeah, the drizzle.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
like that caramel. You sweet tooth. You like that caramel whipped
and,
cream, probably.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And you know what it did to me?
Sends you to the
Headaches
bathroom.
and dookies.
Getting flared up my IBS like crazy.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
went I went to a sugar coma and it was like my stomach was like, oh no. But you know what I noticed about with this gano too? Eh, If I eat the wrong things that I know I ain't supposed to be eating, oh yeah, it's gonna do
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
it's coming. It'll send you. Yeah, that Ghana, that classic, that black classic. Oh yeah, whatever's wrong with you, if you take that black classic, it'll be right with you in about 12, 24 hours. It's gone.
Oh, you
Right,
gonna need a. Oh, you better hope you got a bathroom with a window in there and some
right.
candles.
Yeah,
That
because
first cup of
whatever's
black.
messed up.
That first cup of
Yeah,
black. Yes, sir. Hey, Mr.
yeah.
Mason. So you transition from a truck driver to a network marketer,
Yep. Got out
and
of
you
my truck.
transition from.
I parked, and I was making money at the time. I was making over 100 grand a year when I parked my big rig in my front yard. I parked it and said, "Yep, I'm done."
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
how much time did you spend on the road to make that much money?
Oh, oh, it was a wrap. I mean, that's what I said. I read it was constant. It was a constant run. It was especially having my own trucking company. I was never home. I was home Sunday. That's it.
And
Coming
that's
home
the thing.
Saturday, home Sunday.
That's the thing with the military. You know, the more time you have in, the more longevity, the more money you make. The higher rank you are, the more money you make, right? But then that also comes with the more hours that you spend away from your family. And the sad reality when I retired, um, yeah, my income went from almost 90 grand a year, just mine. And then in addition to my husband's, we was um well over 100 grand a year. And then his income came to a screeching halt. He had some health issues and he had to stop working. You know, and this all happened in 2015, ironically. So, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow.
So I was like,
I moved here in 2015. That's crazy. Like that's when life took change for me. That's deep.
so, you know, I retired from the military. He had to stop working. And this all happened in the same year. And then we moved here to California, August 7th, 2019, 2015. So we've been here almost 5 years in this hot desert. And life is definitely different. But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. Not after these last 3 years. I definitely am enjoying life again and able to do things and enjoy my family and spend time with my family and be able to travel and do things with my husband and the grandkids at our leisure.
Right.
And you know, my kids are still on this 40-40 plan, you know, because that's what they were taught. But with the shutdown, you know, my daughter, she's like, man, I need to do something that I could work from home. I was like, I've been telling you that for the last 2 years.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were saying something, Mr. Mason?
No, I cannot do nothing but agree. I mean, I raised my kids a little bit different. My older set, I raised them on the entrepreneur side as far as what I was raised, like my father raised me, as far as having his own body and fender business. My mom raised, she did hair. So I was raised kind of like on the entrepreneur side. It wasn't so much a job. I mean, we moved to California because my father was doing body and fender work and doing some other things. And we moved out here. When he moved out here, he started it. He worked in a shop, and within maybe I say within 2-3 months, he had his own business doing body and fender work. So I mean, I've been taught how to do body and fender work since I was 16 years old.
Wow. I'm glad. Wow.
So
That's
but even
deep.
but even with that, Mr. Mason is still whether it's you selling your time for money at somebody else's job or your
Right.
own business. And that's the thing, you know, because my husband, you know, he loves to cook. He's Chef de Leon and he's out here
Phenomenal chef, man. Whew.
doing his mobile catering, but you know, and he wants to get to traditional brick and mortar business, but you know, and I want to support him because he supported me over 25 years, simply traveling the world with me. And but he knew what it was about when I joined the military, because he was in the military, so it wasn't a surprise we joined together. Well, not together, but we met in the military. So, he knew what that life entailed. But I also know what that life entails to be have to be at a location from a certain time to a certain time. And if you shut your doors, you don't get paid. So, you stop driving your truck, you didn't get paid anymore. If you work at your traditional brick and mortar business, if your doors are not open, you simply don't get paid. But here with Gano Excel, if I go to sleep, if I'm on vacation, if I'm on this live, somebody goes on my website, I get paid. If somebody purchases, I sell coffee retail, I get paid. So but it's that residual. It's that residual that sustains. And it's not about that one time, it's about a lifetime, simply by enjoying the products that you already do and going on that auto ship and being able to take those products and drink a healthy alternative to what you're currently doing, but get paid to simply show somebody to do the same exact thing. And you only need two. You don't need a buttload of people, and then you show them how to do it, get two out of their database. Because I'm quite sure everybody that knows someone, at least two people that enjoy a good cup of coffee, or two people that simply want to develop a plan B.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
And become a customer, become a product of the product. Like, man, yeah, the money it's amazing. It works. We get to go and enjoy our life and our family, but we actually got a product that's saving lives. This is like I remember drinking some coffee and I was getting my blood pressure checked. And the first time that she took it, my pressure was up. I drank me a 3-in-1. I sat there and I waited. Maybe 5 minutes later, the lady did me again, and it was regular. And she said, What just happened?" So try it, develop your own story. And on top of this, these two people on top of me both said that they was in a 6-figure club already. They already was making 100,000 or better. Me, I didn't even know we was available to get 100,000. So when I seen network marketing, that was the exit. I didn't have to be a street dude no more. I didn't have to be having pipe dreams or think I could sell dope or do any of that nature, because it was, these men is here. They wearing suits. They have a business. They're doing something lucrative, and they're all millionaires. I don't have to go be a rapper. I don't have to be a basketball player. We don't have to live inside of the stereotype as African Americans. We get our privacy.
Yep. And the biggest thing is that people don't understand, they say network marketing is a scam. But if you look at the reality of the structure of life, the structure of global, is not even just here in America, globally, life is a scam. If you really think about it, So how long are you gonna keep scamming yourself and telling yourself you want a better tomorrow, but keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result?
Right. And if you look at it, the pyramid is on your dollar. Pyramid is on all your money. So pyramid is the way this U.S. structure is set up. It's set up for the people to be at the top, and employees and some supervisors, employees, and everybody else to be at the bottom. It's just the way it's set up. But here in network marketing, you get to be your own CEO, and that's what people don't really realize.
And not only that, Mr. Mason, is everybody wins here. Right. If you get with the right company, you get with the right leadership, and it's not about me just excelling. And that's the thing. When I was in the military, and what's crazy is people was like, "Oh, you deserve this and you deserve that." No, I deserve what God had intended for me, and I've gotten everything that I was supposed to do at that point in my life. So, but in the same token, when someone else excels, that was their direct reflection of my leadership, that's more rewarding than anything, you know. And to see them accomplish and see them, you know, do things and just develop underneath your tutelage is just, it's like wow, you know.
Right.
But it's not even me. It's God blessed me with other leaders that made me an effective leader, that allowed me to develop other effective leaders. And you take the good and the bad and you develop who you want to be remembered as. And you know, it's funny, I put on Facebook the other day and people's first impressions of me, and it's at different points in my life, and it's hilarious, you know, to see some of the comments that was put on there. But you know, one thing is my master chief, he said, he was like, you know, you worry about what people think of you. Nah, buddy, I ain't worried about what people thought of me since I was 11 years old. And I really didn't care then. But when I came to the realization that nobody puts food on my table or roof over my head or clothes on my back but my mom and my stepdad, then, you know, everything else is irrelevant, you know. And at this point in my life, you know, I was given the tools to do and to be successful and provide for my family. So whatever anybody else has to say is irrelevant. And if you don't support my dream, if you don't support my endeavor, oh well, I'm not losing no sleep over it. I ain't mad at you. Okay, good for you. But when you see me prosper, when you see me flourish, don't come knocking at my door saying, hey, you remember, we was down like four flat tires. No. Yeah, we was down like four flat tires. But when the times was rough, was you with me? Was you riding? You know? And that's one thing I can say about my husband. You know, we've been through ups and we've been through downs, and we continue to have those highs and continue to have those lows. And it ain't always peaches and roses, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't change any moment of the last 30 years, almost 30 years that we spent together. I wouldn't change it.
Right.
You know, because it's developed the person that I am, it's given me the ability to be a better person and to understand that, you know, our union, we can't do it as one. We can only do it, we can do it as one, but we have to be two joined as one and have the same mentality to move forward. And when you have somebody that's lying in the bed next to you and they're like, oh, you know what, you got these dreams and aspirations, I don't really support those. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't wholeheartedly, you know, understand what your spouse or your significant other is trying to accomplish, you have to support them mentally. You have to support them physically, you know. and and even times it may have to support them financially to get to where y'all want to be, you know. And a lot of people are selfish, and they don't understand that, you know, it's not about I, it's not about what I did, it's about what we did and how we got there. Because once you say I do, that's out the window, you know. And I think,
Supposed to be. Yeah.
yeah, you know, but you know, everybody don't have that mentality, and I could say that I was blessed. You know, like I said, I had some highs and I had some lows, but at the end of the day, I was blessed to have a significant other that has definitely been supportive. At times, could he have been more supportive? Yeah. At times, could I have been more supportive? Yes, I could have. But we made it work, and we continue to support each other to better each other and to better our life as a whole, for our children, our grandchildren, and hopefully I don't have no great grandchildren no time soon, because I ain't ready. My oldest grandson is 10 in 8 years. He'll be legal. You blink, and time just flies by. It ain't waiting for nobody.
I seen a flash forward of your grandson in 10 years. Actually, I seen a little dude. He was like 18 or 19 years old. He looked just like Jaden, and it was like, whoa. That's Miss Kathy's grandson. He's really handsome. Oh well. Like,
Oh, yeah, he gonna have him. Jaden gonna have him. He gonna have him.
No, nah, Jaden, you know, he got his head on his shoulders. You know, he's doing what he
Yeah,
has to do. He's
talented,
really excelling in school, and
intelligent kid.
you know, so I'm kind of glad, you know, he ain't into the girls yet. You know, hopefully I got a couple of more years before that.
Yeah.
Me,
You know,
minute.
before they start going girl crazy. I know they be like looking at him, you know, because girls mature a lot faster than guys. So he's like,
Yeah,
whatever. And I hope it stay that way for at
yeah,
least another 5 years.
right.
ma'am, you just spoke on something that was amazing. The empowerment of families. It comes from not just one parent. It not comes from one spouse. We both got to support each other, and we might not understand what that person, because the vision for yourself or your family might be greater than what your spouse have, and that might be what God intended for us to have, the vision of overall sight. And they could just see one part of it, or they only see what they're supposed to see. But if we give up, or if we don't find a way to communicate effectively, we might not never get to the promised land. Like, if we pull out too soon, we're gonna miss the greatness of it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You know, life is like lotto, right? You got to be in it to win it, right? So, but the biggest thing, you have to understand it to play it, right? So I didn't understand lotto to its fullest extent, and it came at a time in my life where my world got turned upside down, right? So back in 1993, we had our third child, and my husband decided the military wasn't for him. Yeah, 1993. My husband decided that the Navy wasn't for him no more. So, and I'm like, okay, so now we go from a 2-income household to one. Out here in sunny California, living down in San Diego, it was still it was hot in comparison to living up here in the high desert. You know, even back then, right? So we made the choice to turn our lives around and, you know, accept Christ, and, you know, we got saved. So long story short, you know, things started just falling apart, you know, and, you know, just didn't have enough money to make ends meet. So the lottery was like millions. So I went out and I played it, right? And I hardly ever throw away my ticket. You know, I keep it whether I win or not. I just throw it in the drawer, right? So this particular time, I'm sitting there in front of the TV and I see the numbers pop up. I get all 5 numbers and I don't get the Powerball. So I get pissed off. I throw my ticket in the trash. So a couple of weeks later, I go to work, and this first class, he was like, "Yeah, I won $4,000 in the lottery." I was like, "Well, how'd you do that?" He said, "Oh, I have 4 numbers in the Powerball." I said, "Well, I have 5 numbers and I didn't have the Powerball." He was like, "Well, how much did you win?" I said, "I don't know. I threw my ticket away." So that just goes back to show you that, you know, when we move too soon, or when we don't understand what we're doing, because we don't take the time to learn the system, how you could miss. So I missed out. Nobody had won that Powerball drawing. So I missed out on like $200,000 that I could definitely,
guys.
I definitely could have used. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, after that, my car got repoed. You know, I had to move into the hood. I had to move from Chula Vista to Spring Valley, and then, you know,
Culture shock.
yeah, it was a culture shock, because I was like, you know, I wasn't used to being around the ghetto.
thugs.
So
Yeah,
it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener. But definitely, what I've learned from that is just simply that you have to really understand what you're doing. You have to understand the ins and out of what you're doing. Learn the system, and just don't take for granted what people tell you, because people could tell you that the sky is green when it's definitely, you look outside, it's blue. You know, so I just can't go off of somebody else's word of mouth. And one of the things that IC1 once told me, she's like, look, let me tell you something. She was like, if you don't learn nothing else from me or anybody else in the military, you don't believe nothing unless you see it in black and white. Because they formulate a system, and no matter how many people are doing their jobs, people like to cut corners. People, if they're not using that system on an everyday basis, if that system should change and they're not staying abreast of those changes, then you could end up receiving the short end of the stick. So if you don't see it in black and white, it ain't true. So that's one of the things that I live by. But really truly understanding what you're doing and the ability to live a better life by simply learning every aspect of what you're doing out there. Because if you don't take that time to learn it, you definitely can get lost. Like here with Ghana Excel, if you don't learn that comp plan, how you gonna teach anybody how to utilize it? How are you really gonna understand how you making money? How are you gonna help somebody else to do the same thing if you don't understand the system? And it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about learning the system, implementing the system, and utilizing it. Teaching somebody else to utilize the system that's already put in place. It's like a PMS card. I always say, if it ain't broke, why the hell I'm trying to fix it? Follow the system.
Follow the system. Wow, guys, get you a spirit of discernment and an ear to hear, because that was it. Follow that system. We go into a digital system, so why not get ahead of it? Everything's a pyramid, right? The CEO will never be Howard Schultz, and his workers, they're getting 30 days of relief pay, but we gonna get 30 years of relief pay. So what's the difference?
And you know what's crazy too is that they talking about paying them in digital money.
You know how many people gonna deny that?
You can't deny something that the government put in place, right? Because how many people gonna say, well, if I send you that 1,200, but it got to be in digital currency, are you not gonna take it?
Me personally, I kind of don't want that 1,200. I'm scared of it. Like, I'm really scared of it.
Not you.
But yeah, saying, I know what you said. They gonna take it.
Your average person that they gonna take it. They're gonna take it.
You know what? I pray that they do. I pray that they open up their minds and be able to receive the changes that are taking place. Because if you don't want to accept, we're going to no fiat. We're going to a digital fiat, not a paper fiat anymore. So if we're going to this digital currency, but if you don't want to accept the knowledge of a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency or any of that, we're going to be asked out. What's going to happen? Our RFN notes ain't going to work. They're going to tell us, no, we don't take that no more. We say, no, money depreciates. Money depreciates. Money, by saving $100 doesn't mean that you're building on money. You're not doing a good deed by saving $100, because every day that $100 is losing value. This is the best time to learn something new. We got to learn how to make our money work for ourselves, because if not, we will be homeless. We will be robbing, stealing. LA had to put a stop to selling guns. So if everybody is cashless, what's going to happen? We're going to start robbing. We're going to start killing. We're going to start stealing, breaking into homes, breaking into stores. And all we have to do is take 5 minutes a day to educate. We got time. The biggest complaint was we didn't have no time. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time. I can't look at it. I can't make this call. Oh, I. We got time. Educate yourself on what's taking place. Educate how we could get ahead of this digital, anything that's digital. We have a digital coffee shop. I was just at the store today. This dude was like, yo, how that Brewed Up 2 Cups mission going? Like, it's weird that you have a digital coffee, and we was asking you, how does it work? But nobody wanted to see it. Y'all got no choice but to see it now, right?
Yep.
That part.
What's really crazy is that, you know, this digital age has been coming a long time. Because I remember, like right before I started having kids, they developed the ATM card. But you couldn't just get an ATM card. But now they're giving them away. Everybody, everybody got a debit card, from your Cash App to your doggone PayPal, all of them.
Right.
All of them.
That's deep. I remember when I was a kid, like 1999, 1998, I was graduating 5th grade. The whole concern was the digital. Everything was going to be taken over by the computer. 20 years later, we here. We was all concerned about Y2K. We are the K. We're the chaos, and we're not even realizing it. Like, honestly, our family survival skills told them to go out and get tissue. And
no food, but tissue and some hand sanitizer.
and hand sanitizer. And it's like, wait a second. What's the, but I don't know. So we've been talking about this. You just said something that blew my mind. I didn't know nothing about no debit card not being available. Like, that was a special thing. I thought everybody had bank accounts the way people think about the bank.
No, you had a bank account, but not everybody was privy to get a debit card.
Yeah, I didn't know. See, look,
So,
I just said.
so debit cards was like credit cards. You had to
Wow.
apply for it.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
That's crazy.
but now
You
you got a debit card that got the Visa and the MasterCard logo on it.
You could buy a debit card for $4 now. That's
Right. And add
Whoa.
money to it.
Yep, and reload it.
guys, we got a digital space for you. You can lead the curve. We already did. Everybody on this panel right here has already done the hard work for you last year. Remember, we was sharing, we was asking y'all for your addresses. We did all the hard work.
Yep.
All you got to do is Google us. Google Boss I Quit. Google Brewed Up 2 Cups. Google My Cup of Hope and see. And Google got to sell North America and see. Like, we've done all the hard work, and Mr. Mason, in the morning, he's going to be on the call. In the evening, Ms. Smith's going to be on the call. They still doing the hard work for it. Just put your $50. Listen, niggas, I'm sorry, ma'am, that I had to say this, but we going to buy Hennessy. We going to buy some weed. We going to buy some cigarettes. We going to buy some drink. We going to get a ride to go pick up all this stuff, and that's over $50. And we ain't going to get nothing, but we might, from drinking and smoking and acting a fool, we might be spending the night in jail. And when we spend that night in jail, what we going to have to do? Pay restitution, pay the pickup fee, pay. It's never been a time where we've been able to pay ourselves with the same thing that we going to enjoy anyway.
Right. Once they get you in the system, they try to keep you there.
Man, I was in a point where I would get out of jail and go back within the same day, and they'll be like, "Yo, all I did was sneeze. Why am I here?"
and that's a sad reality, the vicious cycle that so many encounter. But you know, this has the ability to simply change your life by, you know, changing your mindset, changing your brand, and enjoying life in every aspect of it and having a healthy alternative to what you're currently doing. Because, what's funny is my uncle was like, oh, out of all these people at the table, you're the only one that drinks that Gano coffee. Now, as he said, that Gano coffee. But
Mhm.
I made a choice and I decided that I was going to stop drinking, right? So putting toxins in my body that wasn't really doing anything for me. So but making me do stupid stuff, you know. So I made that choice, and I pretty much stuck by it for the last. It's been uh, almost almost 3 years now that I made that choice. And
Congratulations.
so he was like, so every year for his birthday, you're not gonna have a drink? No, I'm good. So we at the table. He was like, well, out of all these people, it was like 7 of us sitting at the table. I was the only one that drank the God of the coffee. But out of everybody that was at the table, they all drank, but they all drank coffee too. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, mm. So you telling me that at this table more people drink alcohol than drink my Ghana coffee, but everybody at this table drinks coffee.
Thank you, my love.
So why don't you drink a healthy alternative that in turn can pay you and help you live healthier and help you flush out them toxins that you're putting into your body by simply changing the brand of coffee that you drink.
I'm convinced that people don't even want to be healthy. Like, before this coronavirus took effect, a lot of people in my area, in my sector was like, oh, I want to die. I wish I was dead. I don't plan on living. So now it's like, okay, get healthy, but that's just a lot of it is done for the gram. Like, man, done for the social media to fit in or fit out, because a lot of people ain't been drinking. But now that is the cool thing to do, alcohol is like can't be stocked. It's not on the shelf just because. Like right now, they got she could take a shot challenge. She could take a shot challenge. I've been watching girls pour up Hennessy, E&J, any brown liquor, just drinking it out the bottle. Where they do that at? Girls is drinking wine with straws, but now just so they can feel validated or put themselves, we got a healthier alternative. So why would we be sitting there drinking? That's just like, I've had a dude, he told me he can't drink our coffee because it makes him not want to use crystal meth anymore. And he enjoyed the feeling that the crystal give him more than not being able to not take it. I've had a dude tell me, like, dude, I drank that classic. Nope, it wasn't classic. We had Tonkat only. So I shared some Tonkat with him. And he was like, damn, this is like my first hit of crack. So if you why not? Why not change something? Why not change your mindset first to be in a position to change your brand, which will later on change your life? For $50, 220 and a 10.
And what's the crazy thing is that you don't even need to have the 220s and the 10 in hand. You don't even have to have a paper tail, because we take digital money too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can swipe that credit card.
Mm-hmm. Because we had a digital subscription-based coffee club.
Oh gosh! No, I'm not a coffee club. I'm a Ganoderma Lucina. I got a Ganoderma Lucina business.
Yes, ma'am. That's what it is. A Ganoderma factory.
But but if you had that in its pure form, it wouldn't be the most tasteful or the most flattering to the eye, because I'm a visual type person. I simply, if I look at something and it don't look appetizing, I'm not even going to try it. You know, so if you put that reishi mushroom in a cup and I had to drink it, I probably wouldn't be talking on this live right now talking about Ganoderma, nothing.
Wow.
But since it was infused and formulated and put into everyday products that people use, and it tastes great and it's good for you.
Did you drink it? Brewed up too. Coming to a house. Coming to
It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know, that's the reality that we're in. And you know, some people just simply, like you said, are not ready to allow their minds to be opened. They're not ready to step out on faith. They're not ready to step out of their comfort zone to live a better, healthier life. And they simply want to go off what somebody else is telling them and simply say, okay, well, if I give you this handful of pills that ain't doing a darn thing for you, but masking your symptoms and causing other symptoms. But I'm gonna write you this prescription anyway, and then I'm gonna tell you that it has all these side effects, but this is the best alternative that I have for you. Um, I'm gonna go with what God says. I put plants and herbs here to heal. And
Mhm.
and Mr. Liao, he's given us the ability to have this plant and this herb simply put into everyday products that we use on an everyday basis. And now I am living life and I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you
You
is
know,
living. You like man, man. Man, that is thank you. Thank you. That's like man, you we spoke on something though. Everybody is listening to what everybody is saying and referring everybody. That's our job. We get paid by referrals, but we rather refer somebody for free and be so we could fit in versus refer somebody and get paid because of the criticism or the ridicule or the what if factor. Like, oh, what if they don't like it? We ain't gotta be friends. But it's gonna open up this industry opens up friends. Man, these two people made over 100,000. I've only dreamed of 100,000. Like I've only known that was available for us from watching TV. They're our friends. How do I get? Because I was open enough to get to the network marketing arena, get over the pyramid scam idea, and really look for the pyramid. Because hey, if it's a pyramid, the pyramids of Egypt supplied energy before Wi-Fi was even thought of. Those are mysteries. Like, oh, I want to be mysterious too. I want to be great. That lived thousands of years ago. Nobody even know how that was happened. I want my family to be like, damn, we got a whole bunch of money. And I don't even know how this happened either, but they say our grandfather did it.
yep,
That,
yep,
that
and
was
that's the beauty of it. That's the reality of what it could be. But it's not gonna just happen from just talking about it. You actually gotta be about it. You actually gotta get out here and you gotta share. You can't be that secret agent. You can't be that person and say, okay, well, I know dermalucinum infused products, they work. They work. And I use it every day. But Mr. Clay, I'm not gonna tell you about it.
that's
I'm a
fine.
I'm a
I know
whisper
it worked too,
so
but
you can't use it.
I ain't gonna ask you to tell me about it. Yeah, like, it goes like that. My auntie worked at Kaiser Cadillac, and she told me 2 weeks before the Ganoderma, I mean, before this Corona scare or whatever the plague, whatever this is, she told me, nephew, I apologize. Everything you said about this Ganoderma is correct. They've been teaching us about this for 2 weeks, but now I'm asking her, did they release it? Have they gave it to the patient? She's like, no, we waiting on the vaccine. It's a flu, right? It's a virus. This Ganoderma has antioxidants, it has phytonutrients, it has uh uh trypanoids, which is helping us prevent virus. It builds up the T cell. Listen, black people, listen. We the ones that suffer the most from the things that go in the world that goes on. We the ones that like Mr. Liao, he cares about us. Y'all don't even know this man, but I'm finna tell you, he cares about us because they say that we're not supposed to be reversible if we get sickle cells. This Ganoderma, the T for sure repairs our chromosomes. And that's what causes us to have sickle cells. If our T cells is missing or bent or in a deformed shape, then what? That causes an autoimmune disease. Most Black people are the ones that catch arthritis. We're the ones that have gout. We're the ones that have inflammation and things of that nature. We the ones that had a diabetes. Why? Because we like the delicacy of foods and we're not eating the proper nutrition. So what goes in takes forever to go out. We eating grease on top of grease. If we eating a beef burger today and then we eating a beef burger tomorrow and a burrito in the mist, that's 9 days of grease that's sitting inside of our stomach. And old grease, it stinks. If it's on your stove, if it's in your clothes, if it's in your hair, on your body, if you start smelling like grease, that's not no good. That's not attractive. There's a healthier alternative. Our grandparents has been in a position where, hey, our grandparents is the ones that's most susceptible of dying from this coronavirus. Our grandparents and our little babies. Our grandparents did all of this. They went through slavery. They went through the Renaissance. They went through the Civil War. They marched. They walked miles and miles. And we just gonna let their legacy die? Like, that's kind of selfish. We grew up in this digital age. If you between the ages of 35 and down, all we know is computers. All we know is the stuff that they've been putting out. We've been knowing about all of this. Why aren't we doing the things that we need to do to preserve our family tree, our legacy? Because once it's over with, this is our final reset. And most people didn't even get here. $50. A funky $50. And you could be our silent partner and still generate a check. You could still hopefully go back to your regular 9 to 5. But in this mess, you could preserve your economical space for you and your family. Mrs. Smith over there with a smile. She told me when this first took place for the shutdown that she was shopping. She was shopping online. She was shopping here, shopping. Ma'am, have you been shopping?
Oh yeah. I've been
My
shopping.
wife just came back from shopping. I walked to the store and I went shopping. Like, we shopping. We're not scared. We ain't shopping for tissue. We ain't shopping for masks. We ain't shopping for hand sanitizer. We're not living in our last days. And people was thinking we crazy because for the last year for sure, we've been pushing hard. But for the past 3 to 5 years, the Boss I Quit team has been setting the place for us to get to this digital space. What y'all got to lose? We at home anyway. We got all of this Google Reishi and Google Reishi for arthritis. Any symptoms that you have, if you got chlamydia, Google Reishi for chlamydia and see how it works. Because yeah, not everybody want money, but not everybody got money. And at this time, we're oh my gosh, we're in a dying day because our dollar might not work tomorrow. Everybody is posting until tomorrow. What are we doing until tomorrow? We gonna wait? We could blame Donald Trump. We could blame Bill Gates. We could blame whoever we want to build. But the moral of the story is they controlling us. And they gonna walk away at the end of the day with more billions and more millions, and all we got is $1,200, and we can't even pay our rent with that. Like,
no rent, no mortgage, no lights, no phone, no gas, everything that we need to sustain life in this current economy. $1,200 just ain't gonna cut it. But you know the sad part about it is too, a lot of people don't even make $1,200 a month before this stimulus. So they're excited. They're excited about that 1,200. That's gonna
Yeah.
come. That's gonna come one time, and you still gonna be in the same boat. And then they took people that got their income tax. They then went out and brought all these masks and these toilet paper and this hand sanitizer. Went out on this mad rush and spent their tax money on and got a whole bunch of TP sitting at their house.
And they got some bigger TVs. They got some bigger TPs to absorb the information on. Like,
But
I don't understand that.
you know what's crazy though? Like people come to my house and they look at the stuff that I have, and they're like, oh, but I don't take my tax returns and go buy that stuff, and I don't take my last. So if I have nice things, I have nice things because I've made the money so I can purchase those nice things, and
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going out to buy a 60-inch TV and next month my lights is off because I ain't paying my light bill.
Well, since we going there, mine ain't either, and I don't even own a TV. But okay. So the reason why Miss Smith have very nice things is because she owns a home-based business, and everything like how we own this live and we shut in. That's a tax write-off. You get to get a half of your. She get to go on trips, and just by her saying, "Hey, Gano Excel, yo, can I get a cup of hot water for this Gano Excel?" She mentioned her business. Now that trip went from 100% out of her pocket to where they gonna pay her 30% back. That lights that she was talking about, yes, they gonna pay her. So everything is being paid. Then she could go buy that 60-inch TV. Then she could go buy the 80-inch TV. And it ain't gonna be she got an 80-inch TV, but she living at the shelter.
That part.
So it's options. It's we get the same tax benefits. Anytime we spend $10 or more, that goes towards the tax write-off. If we buy pens, that goes towards the tax write-off. When we buy sugar and cream to go for our coffee breaks, don't worry, girl. You could buy the big cups. Why? Because that goes towards the tax write-off. So when y'all chasing being happy over 5,000 to 7,000 tax write-offs, it gets you in a different tax bracket just from what we. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear a different tax bracket? So now you making $5,000 a month versus $5,000 1 month, and then you gonna buy your TV, and then next Black Friday, what is it? Every 7 months they go buy TVs.
I don't know. I don't go buy a TV unless mine break.
Man, we had our TV. We have a flat screen, the first generation of flat screens to where the app stopped working. So we can't even watch YouTube on our TV. We wind up selling that TV. Like now we don't even have. So it's a different day and age. It's a different state of mind. Guys, pay yourself first. We have mentors. We have mentors, guys. Like Miss Smith, ladies, she's evened out the playing field for y'all. And then fellas, these ladies is gonna be wealthier and they gonna be smarter. They gonna look better to us. We gonna have to get our student tie and get our shit together. Now we can have a better family. Hello. It's women over here, guys, that look like something. They wear dresses, they wear suits, they got millions. We can get up out the projects. All we got to do is believe and help our spouse get to motivate her. Like maybe we should be Mr. Mom right now. Maybe that's the generational shift. Like, hey, baby, what's your goals? Let me help you get to them. Let me help you. You know what? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do this with these kids. You going to get, because in return, what we going to get?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know what, Mr. Clay, the beauty of this is that it's something that y'all both can do from the comfort of your home,
Yeah.
and y'all could build together. Y'all could build a dynasty that can last for generations by simply, you know, enjoying everyday products that you use on an everyday basis. So it's long goes the days of, okay, well, I'm a stay at home mom, I'm a stay at home dad. Long goes the days of, okay, I'm going out here in corporate America and make this money work for somebody else on somebody's job, because simply that reality, as you can see, businesses are shutting down because people don't have the revenue to shop. Businesses are shutting down because of this coronavirus. Businesses are shutting down simply because they can't afford to keep their doors open. So, but with this opportunity, it gives you and your wife the ability to work from home or anywhere and have time to spend with your kids and help them and develop them and prepare them for this future. Because this future, like you said, is not the future or reality that we grew up in. And for you, when I was in second grade, because I went to a predominantly white school, I got to see the computers with the DOS and, the first operating system, Apple, was sitting there on the desk. We used it periodically, but for you, that was everyday life. And
Yeah.
it was introduced in the early 70s, but the people before that really was like, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And even some people that's born just a year before me don't even have the same mindset as I do, and understand that you have to evolve with the world. You cannot stay in the past, because if you stay in the past, you're just gonna get left by the future. So you gotta have an open mind. You gotta be able to broaden and develop different skill sets to be able to thrive in any economy. And right now, with this economy being what it is, for me, I if you'd have told me 3 years ago that I'd be sitting here and I'd be talking about making money in a network marketing company and actually made money, and actually can actually, show proof of checks for the last year and a half that I received, making $400-500 a day simply just selling my product retail, I'd have been like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And coffee, no, that definitely not gonna happen. But with this opportunity and with this amazing team, Mr. James Wiggins, Mr. Boss I Quit himself, he has given us the tools. He has given us the ability to simply learn a system, change your life, and duplicate the system. And some will, some won't. But no, it's like it's not no, it's not the end all be all. It's next opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. I got some will, somewhat, so what? Like I have that tattooed on my hand. I'm so sold out about this network marketing. I'm cool on the job. I will do the sacrifice, whatever it takes for me to not ever have to go work for somebody else, because that's foolish. You said the magic thing. Me and my wife could double dip in this business, and it ain't no penalties, it ain't no flaws. That's not a bad thing. And I told my wife, like, you know what? Girl, if you make it to diamond before me, I'll pay all the bills. I'll pay all the bills in the house. I'll pay whatever you want. You ain't even got to ask. Just ask. Just like put it in the basket while we shopping. Do you think that's gonna hurt me if she make it to diamond first? Nope, because I signed her up. So I'm still gonna generate 10% of her $200,000 that she's getting every month. So I could pay the bills with 20,000. And still have money left over. So yes, it's a win-win. Our kids could generate income and be having a trust account. this thing is so set up to where our kids can have a trust account right now at whatever age they are. And if you know how to make that money work, if you find the correct trust, your kids could go have college money and go to college and not have to worry about having to get a job to pay for college, having to not be able to focus. So if they flunk out of school, it's simply because they chose to, not because, oh, I had to go take care of my mom. Oh, I couldn't afford it. Oh, I was working 2 jobs. No, they got the ability to sit in the front of the class for 8 hours and win. Why? Simply because we changed our product. I didn't drink no coffee. I didn't care about no coffee. Like, the heck? Coffee? I used to drink coffee with my granny so I could stay up later. Like, not just my granny drink coffee at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, granny, I don't want to go to bed, so I'm going to drink coffee with you. I know it's bedtime. I'm going to drink coffee. That was my escape. I was in pursuit of being an actor. Like, what? And I don't even care about going. Like, people call me. I've turned down 2 modeling jobs since I've been in Gano Excel. Because I'm not finna sell my time for nothing. I'm not finna sell myself. Like, it's no more prostitution of me. I have to be able to get in a state. So yes, I learned how I could manage my own time. I learned how to, you know what? I could do my own production company. I could do my own whatever it is. If I need to put out a video, or if I need to put out a video, a marketing material, how can I make 80% versus 20%? Or I'm the one that got to pay for all of this, and then y'all gonna reap the benefit off of me. It's the equal
All right.
playing field.
Yeah, but and that's what it's all about, is understanding what you want, opening your mindset to something different, getting out of your comfort zone, and allowing yourself to broaden your opportunities by simply uh, following a system that's been proven, that's following a system that works, and you know, not taking no for an answer. You know, it's just like next opportunity. Simply give yourself, and don't allow someone else's thoughts to generate your tomorrow. Don't allow someone else's thoughts to stop you, to prohibit you from following and pursuing your pursuit of happiness, because everybody's pursuit of happiness and how they get there is different. You know,
Damn. Your pursuit of happiness. Yes, ma'am.
so
Not the
you know,
Joneses.
right? My pursuit of happiness, and my pursuit of happiness is to be healthy first, and then in the process, if I become wealthy from simply giving somebody else the knowledge and the tools to simply follow a healthier lifestyle by changing their mindset and their way of life, and their way of the thinking is simply saying, okay, well, it can't be done because somebody else told me that it couldn't be done, and allowing yourself to just broaden your opportunities by simply following your own mind, by opening up your mind to something that could potentially change your life by simply just changing your brand. And I wholeheartedly believe that, there's people out there, they're watching, but when you gonna get sick of watching and say, okay, enough is enough. I'm tired of just being sick and tired. I'm tired of just living somebody else's dreams. I'm tired of just, allowing other people to dictate my time, telling me when I can spend time with my family or when I can't, or, simply when I can just choose to enjoy life and live life to the fullest, because we wasn't put here to suffer, but we only put here for a short time. And that short time, no matter how long it is, if you here for a day, if you here for a couple of hours, or you here for 100 plus, that's a short time. Because if you reading in the biblical times, um, they were living well over 700 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And now we can't even make it past 18.
So, it's an eye opener. It's an eye opener, but you know, people take for granted, you know, the life that they have. People take for granted the fact that they got tomorrow to be better than they were today. But not everybody has that luxury, and we see it right now. We see it's prevalent. People are leaving this earth at an alarming rate. And do you want to leave here wondering if your family is going to be taken care of? Do you want to leave here wondering, uh, did you do what God intended for you to do by simply living His will and giving people the ability to make the choice by spreading His word and allowing His grace to make you better than you were yesterday? So I know I don't have to wonder, and I'm at peace with myself. And I think that's why uh, you know, when people look at me, and even before this corona scare, um, I've never sat back and look at me and I'm stressed the hell out and looking like I'm in a panic. You know, I've always been kind of laid back, and people like uh kind of leery that they don't understand, you know, when chaos is going on. But you can't be in a panic and just be able to overcome chaos. You have to have a
Yeah,
sound
agreed.
mind. You have to have uh this just be, you know, where you understand that, you know, I can't control the things that's out of my control. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely uh can allow um peace of mind and have, you know, a stress-free life by simply, you know, not stressing about the things that's out of my control, by allowing God to guide me in the right direction and give me the proper guidance to where He wants and what's His will for my life. Because I'm not worried about what Anthony Clay is doing. I'm not worried about what Reggie Mason's doing. I'm not worried about what nobody else is doing. I'm worried about, at the end of the day, that I fulfill what God intended for me to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so, you know, at
Mm-hmm.
each day, you know, I just pray that, you know, I'm better than I was yesterday, that I grow and I'm able to, you know, be a better person than I was yesterday. And I wholeheartedly believe that, you know, we sit back and we remember things that we want to remember. And we remember different aspects of our life. But at this point, you know, it's irrelevant. And if I've done anything to, you know, offend anyone, okay, I apologize. But at the end of the day,
Me
I'm not
too.
going to beat myself up. I'm not going, you know, try to reverse time because it can't be done, you know. So if that's what it is, and you no longer a part of my current situation, then it wasn't intended for you to be here for a lifetime. You was only supposed to be here for a season. So, you know, God removes uh, things and people from your life, and I refuse to have any toxic uh, entities, any negativity in 2020. Um, so, and this socialization, distancing, is giving me the ability to really reflect on that and understand. Okay, when this is all said and done, my circle is going to be even smaller than it was before we entered into here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how small the
Mm-hmm.
circle was.
Yes, yes. Oh man. Like, you know what, man? When you were speaking, I was just sitting there thinking, like, what if Sugar Hill and Russell Simmons gave up, or they would have confirmed, or they didn't follow what God wanted them to do? Where would hip hop be right now? Like, we all could agree that hip hop has played some parts of us getting to this point. You know, like that was our influence. That was how we related. So we have to be relentless like those people. We have to sit back and really be the Rockefellers of our family, because there's nobody. If our mamas only know what they've been taught from their mamas, we gonna continue the cycle unless
we dig inside of ourselves and say, all right, God, I'm gonna be the warrior and I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna let the fear keep me from seeing the promised land.
So what's the definition of fear? False evidence that appears real.
Yeah, false evidence that appear real.
That part.
Forget everything you're running or face everything you're running. However you want to look at it, it's your choice. Guys, funky $50. A funky 50. What you gonna get for a funky $50? 2 boxes of our amazing coffee, some toothpaste and soap. You might get 3 boxes of soap or whatever, you know. Like, man, it's something for everybody. Get you some supplements. Get some vitamins for your kids. We all talk about, oh, we doing it for our kids. Oh, our kids is our reason we ball. Oh, the kids is this, that. But truthfully, we using that as an excuse because we ain't really doing everything we can to provide for our kids. If that was the case, we wouldn't be letting our kids, like, y'all know, the immune system of kids is weak. Once they get something, they really get something. Once they die, what you gonna do? Because that's the reality. People is dying from this virus, man. It's killing us to the point where our masks are ventilated. They just requested so many ventilators. Come on now, that's our respiratory. What's going on? But if we don't have our kids, who's gonna take over the future of what we building?
True. True.
I'm sold out with this Gano business. I'm grateful. Like, they ain't never gotta pay me ever again. I'll still consume this coffee. I'll still share it. I'll still speak about it. I don't even like coffee, but damn it, how much do I drink coffee?
I do every day.
Every day.
It says I'm stuck in the house. I have at least 2 cups a day. This is my second cup.
Brew them twos up.
No,
I got a box of a brand new box that's here, still open, of mocha. I want to drink it. It's just Will Call made a mistake, so it's like, yo, I might have to send this back. That's the severity of me wanting to drink this coffee. Like, it's good. It gives you a different feeling. Like, ooh, your mind gonna open up.
Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what though? You know, this life and the reality of what tomorrow may bring is simply up to each individual. And either you can move forward or you can stay stagnant or you can simply just exist. But the choice is yours. You have the ability to make the choice. God gives us the ability for free will. And here at Gano Excel and with Team Boss I Quit, you had the free will to say yes, you had the free will to say no. But at the end of the day, that ain't stopping us. We still got the lights on, and Chino is still shipping our product. They are still giving us what we need to be successful and to just simply change our brand and share an amazing opportunity for people to make a ton of money by simply just following a simple system, investing 2 20s in a 10, and change your brand and duplicate the system. So tomorrow ain't promised, but I guarantee you that I ain't waiting for a hope and a dream and a prayer just to simply get me through it, because faith without works is dead.
Yep. My mom off her meticulous.
What you say?
I said my mom was off her meticulous.
That's
my mom was off her metformin.
Oh, okay.
That's the
I was trying to figure out what you said, Anthony. I was like, what are you meticulous?
Yeah, You know, it get a little hot around these times. You know? So,
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
yeah.
it!
For the robust tea, my mom was off her metformin, and my mom, she had a tumor, and my mom just was calling me. That was who was blowing my phone up, because she kept telling me like, son, I've been having these issues with my stomach, and I've been drinking your tea, and I feel so much better. Like, I don't know what was happening. This tea, guys, that tea is amazing. It is, and it's caffeine free. It's a halal product, so it's no pork added into our products, right? So if we know any people that's Arabic, Muslim, any of the Muslim domination, we could share this with them and they'd be open to it greatly. You just have to let them know that it's halal. Thank you, Lil Saying. We learned about that from you. So it's available, man. For a funky $50, we got the possibility to really not even have to worry about if tomorrow comes for us to go back to work.
I ain't been ready to go back to work for nobody for the last 3 years. So,
Ever.
you know,
I walked away from my job last year, in the middle of the shift, like on Father's Day or something. So I don't plan on going back. I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, and it's no trying. It's get rich or die. The trying is out. Like, we here and we see what's taking place. They're taking us to a digital world, guys, and we own a digital Ganoderma coffee shop. You dig? Like, it's there for us. Y'all gonna be on this Ganoderma anyway, so why not be the person at the top of the pyramid? Why be the person getting the crumbs? Because within the next 3 to 5 months, everybody is gonna hop on its way. We gonna be the new chicken sandwiches of the United States.
That part.
We gonna be the new chicken sandwiches. People is finna be lining up, waiting. Our website is gonna be shut down because this is. If you do your research, they telling us this is the way to prevent further outbreaks. Get the reishi inside of your system. How do you do that? You connect with Miss Cash Out, you connect with Mr. Mason, you connect with me, you connect with whoever's gonna share. Connect with the Baltic Quit team. We got the purest farm, so you ain't got to go to GNC and worried about getting the pesticide farm, or you ain't got to worry about going to Walmart getting a reishi, but it's not really reishi, it's cracked spores. Cracked spores ain't Ganoderma. That's like stepped on dope. Y'all better stop playing with yourself. Listen, we're gonna be the Popeyes of the United States. The chicken sandwiches is here in our cups. Come and get this money.
okay.
That part.
Okay. Wow.
That part right there.
I don't
Wow.
want a chicken sandwich in a cup though. That's
No. I didn't even have the chicken sandwich when people was raving about it, so I don't even know what all the hoopla was about, because outside of New Orleans, Popeyes tastes like crap.
ma'am, I haven't ate Popeye since I moved out of Compton. I've been out of Compton since 2012. And the only reason I ate it because it was on the same street I lived on.
You're not listening. Outside of New Orleans,
Yeah.
Popeyes taste like crap.
I believe it. I wouldn't even know. I haven't had Popeyes in 8 years. So
I've had it.
I had one. I had one chicken sandwich. It wasn't all that double and bump.
What
you
happened?
had the
It
chicken
wasn't all
sandwich?
that.
You had the
Just
chicken sandwich, Mr. Mason? You got
I
a
had
super
chicken sandwich. It
double up.
wasn't all that.
You got a super double up on your Gano. That's how you gonna quarantine.
Yeah. That part right there. Yeah. It wasn't all that. Mm-mm. Nope.
All right. Well, it's always a good time. It's always a wonderful time being able to spend time with my Gano family, Team Boss I Quit. But we've been on this live for 2 hours and 58 minutes, 35 seconds, Mr. Clay, Mr. Mason. And I appreciate you guys for hopping on and just, sharing your views about what tomorrow may be in your perspective. And it's not about, what I think. It ain't about what you think. It ain't about what Reggie thinks. It's about what we think collectively and working together as a team to get this message across and help so many others change their lives by just spending a funky $50, 2 20s and a 10, changing your brand, and giving yourself the ability to change your tomorrow for not only your lifetime, but for generations to come. So, I appreciate you all. Definitely appreciate the time that you took out to sit here and, just converse and just chat it up because, these last couple of days, I've been around these kids while I love them, but definitely to have some adult conversation, and just to be able to talk about, as we see the future tomorrow, it is definitely a blessing, and I thank y'all for hopping on and appreciate y'all.
Thank you for having us. What you got to say, Mr. Mason? Tell him. Open up your house. Let me in your mouth. Your exotic cup is coming. Oh, this is a cup of hope. Would you drink it?
I don't.
Oh, yeah. So
both of y'all,
thank you, man.
Definitely, if everybody wants to sign up for the Funky 50, get with these two beautiful people, and we'll get it going, and we'll make it happen for you and your family. So that's what it's all about, is getting your family to the next level and stuff like that. So, man, definitely get back with Mr. Clay, get back with Cash Out Kathy, get back with me, and we'll get y'all going. So we love having you. Love it. We will be doing these more often and getting these cracking and getting these moving, because guess what? We have nowhere to go. So we might as well get
home. We safer at home.
We got nowhere to go. So we might as well get it cracking. So yeah. So
all right, well,
coming to y'all.
Love you guys. Thank you. Let's get it cracking. Got on to the end.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Share. Go ahead and join our team. Team Boss I Quit. Join the Funky 50 movement. The link is at the bottom. Simply, your plan B begins today with the Funky 50. 2 20s and a 10. Change your brand, change your life. We Cash Out Kathy and Team Boss I Quit. Join us now. The link is at the bottom. All right, y'all.
Doses.
Peace out.
Yeah, have a good one.